both of these two teams, and they select a hero.
Hero, it's going to be next level, right?
It is going to be next level, but we do need some serious frontline, right? That's definitely what's lacking here onto the side of Burium United. We need to see a support tank, maybe potentially the Byron here into the Clash lane, not quite being taken out just yet for the side of either Flash or Brew. But if we look over to the side of Flash, we are looking at late game. We have the front line here, Zhang Fei being one of those big picks, those big heroes into the support lane. But it looks like Flash have done their homework. They banned out the Byron in that last phase.
Very much a traditional type of draft.
Can you hear me now?
S8UL is a little bit more of a niche pick
Okay,
in that sense,
okay,
but
okay.
does actually set
I am
up in terms
telling
of
now
that,
itself,
the stuns, especially coming from the mid lane.
100% ban
If we're
rate,
looking at the
Florentino.
Burium United's, lineup,
100% ban
this
rate.
is a tried and true. They got damage galore.
Crunchyroll
Yes,
and
they're
all
kind of on the
sponsored,
squishier
bro.
side, but they can shore that up with, of course, these last two picks.
I mean, the Xiao complements Lung, right? Like, obviously, Lung, mid-range
And
hero,
and
Xiao
one more thing,
has
I'm
that
going to
great
follow
peak
this
potential
entire
that you're
tournament,
gonna
okay, to
throw
see
and
what they are
scale
banning, what they are
into the
picking.
late
So,
game.
Guan
Charlotte,
Yu
once again,
banned,
a little bit more
Florentino
experience
banned,
into
and
this top
Byron
side
banned,
lane.
and
So
Charlotte has been
really
picked.
here, what we've seen
So,
from
top
Brew
4
and
Clash
Burium
laners this
United
time.
is that they really want to finish this game early as possible.
Hi
They're gonna
Imran,
allow
welcome to the stream,
Charlotte
bro.
to scale, Lung to scale.
Oh man, the
That a
Miyu as
question.
well as the Liam Po, both setting it up again. A lot about this split push. If we were talking about some sort of speed and a
Miyu versus
best of three,
Charlotte.
this is really going to dictate tempo here.
Oh, a lot of speed, a lot of split push potential, like you were saying there, Hall. The top side of the map is looking feisty, but even more feisty, it's going to be the butterfly pickup here. Game number 1. We are already starting to see these merge heroes changing the meta for these two teams.
Yeah, a very interesting last pick. I mean, with the butterfly, we don't see it too much in terms of like the traditional Honor of Kings Esports, and this is why it's a giant shakeup. You have new teams that have a
I'm
very
also
new
eating lunch,
perspective
bro.
in terms of what they want to bring, but now with both of these two teams locked in, who are you giving the edge to?
I mean, like I said earlier, right? Obviously, Burium
Bro,
United, we need to
both the teams are AOV teams, by the way.
Victory here, if we start
They are
to
both
sort of scale
AOV
into
teams,
that
not
top, like,
HOK team.
12,
Like,
15
not
minute
HOK
mark, and
based
bot side of
teams.
the map for the side of Team Flash has a doozy. Is able to scale up in terms of gold. It could be trouble.
Yeah, definitely could be trouble.
Bro,
But,
Butterfly.
I mean, going into this one, I love the lineup of the Burium
Lorian has
United.
been
This is
taken
gonna be
too.
an interesting one because again, the Lorian to me, are they able to dominate it, or is Team Flash? They know how this hero plays. They're going to be able to counter.
I mean, both of these teams know how it plays, right? They are from, obviously, Arena of Valor, both from their respective regions as well. So, Lorian pick up here for me. I feel like maybe for these three teams,
Fourth
especially
add-up.
deep cross-gaming that we'll obviously get into later on in the day, those are the kind of heroes we're going to expect to see Cryo.
Yes,
I have
definitely
YouTube Premium,
Now,
so
with the
I'm also
teams
watching.
kinda loaded up, good to go. I mean, there's
No
gonna be
ad
a little
for
bit
me.
of nerves, right?
Yes.
First game in the entire EWC 2026 for Honor of Kings. It's a giant honor.
Here
and
we go,
both
guys.
of these
First
squads,
match.
I
First
mean,
match.
dare I say, prediction-wise, one of the AOV teams
And Butterfly
will
is
win this
picked.
series.
I mean, that's a fair prediction to make, right? Like, that's very
Okay.
good odds. But you saw
I'm telling now itself.
It was definitely scaling more towards
100%
in this game number 1.
ban
Like Hall says, ladies and gentlemen, we
for
are getting
Florentino.
into
If he is not
the
banned, he is
setup
definitely
of
going to be
EWC,
picked.
KWC
I don't think
2026
we don't.
right
I don't
here
think we
with
even need
these
to
two
say that.
titans.
It's
Yeah, definitely
100% ban
two
rate.
titans
That's
here.
all.
And I think that
Florentino
one for
will
me,
be
I'm
banned
definitely more
every
familiar with
single
the
match.
Flash side because of the fact that we saw them at the Asia Games qualifier. Spoiler alert, they did qualify, but they did have a player that's not
Loom
on this
versus
roster right
Chano.
now, who's Lingvan,
Flash
who's
lane
actually
picks.
part of another
Lorian
team in
versus
TKL.
Xiao
But
mid
this
lane
is a
pick.
squad that's did a little bit of a roster shakeup. And this is a squad, again, that have learned their lessons, and they were able to basically eke into that main event at the Asian Games.
Yeah, speaking of eating in, both minion waves, bot side of the map have been eaten into here between Barium United and Team Flash. We're looking to just get those kind of like neutral points here. I feel like the early game for me between these two teams that we are seeing the adaptation into HOK is getting those early points.
Yes, definitely about those early points here. But I mean, for me,
Jungle seems to be very late.
Like, how is it gonna just like? Is it gonna take over?
What is that butterfly skin?
To deal with in that terms of that clash lane, because you have that.
Oh, it's that guitar skin, that rock star. Okay, okay.
It's gonna be up to Ya, who's the latest addition to this Team Flash lineup. Is he able to kind of overcome the range differential?
I think the obvious question to his name is...
This is the first match. First match of the entire event.
Is obviously looking at little boys here on Miyu, that umbral moon, right? Like if you...
Charlotte versus Miyu, Xiao versus Lorian, Chano versus Lung, Butterfly versus Pei, and Lianpo versus Zhang Fei. Wow. Oh, Lorian! Bro, they dived him. He went there and what?
But we did see him capture between two sides of the side of Flash and able to escape. This really just shows you the viability.
That was very well played. They tried to dive him. He is going towards their side.
Right on the side of Barium United, he is an absolute beast in the mid lane. He's incredibly elusive, and as you saw there with the Lorian, he was able to kind of just dash around. Always stays.
Chano altered.
Quite high.
Yeah, someone's lifetime
Oh!
is quite high is Ryan, but he does have the ultimate that he doesn't want to get forced out yet. The infinite vastness is staying in check. He really wants to hold on to that around about that 4-minute mark, right? If you eliminate infinite vastness here,
I don't know. I don't know when they. I think it's the next match. It's supposed to be at 2 PM. So probably next match.
Incredibly patient by Ray, right? Being able to just hold that infinite vastness, and he didn't want to hit that ejection seat because he knows that he needs
Chano
to
is
come
such a
to
lane
fight
bully,
where it starts
bro.
to get to the point where it's 3 minutes in, getting to that 4-minute mark. You don't want to waste that ult and just kind of use it willy-nilly, if you will.
Interesting roams here from Xiao as well, right? Mid lane of Flash, looking to be very proactive here, looking to actually get a lot of gold funneled into herself. Because, I mean, if we look at the side of Team Flash as well, there's so much carry potential here, but it looks like they're all putting into the Xiao.
Yeah, it really comes back to who can get that farm. Yeah. Everyone on both sides, kind of on the squishy
Butterfly.
side. They're going in.
They are trying to go in. I think Tao's
ulted.
a bit of pillow talk, man. He's like,
Oh, Xiao shouldn't have
try
ulted.
and bait as many skills as possible. Nothing to be worried about here. He is the tank of Barium United.
What? When 3 people jump you, you're talking pillow talk at this point?
Hey, it depends on like,
Bro, Team FL is the one that has the guy named ADC, right? FL ADC. They even made a Nacroth skin for him. That team is playing. Both the teams are AOV teams, okay? Both the teams that are playing, they are AOV teams.
The gold sharing has been on point, especially with Valdez here.
Yeah, definitely towards Barium United, as you said there. Obviously, 1k goal lead so far. We are starting to see kind of like become a little bit less onto the side of Team Flash here, but most importantly, neutral objectives are up. Yeah, is looking to get taken down. Top side of the map here, so first blood going over to the side of Barium United, and they do lose out on that all-important Tyrant.
Oh, he was able to dark transfer, got that first blood so that the tower didn't do much, and it was a bit of a fight in terms of that Tyrant, right? So it was like, okay, we're going to give up a little bit of space, we're going to give up first blood, but we're going to pick up the Tyrant ourselves. So again, all in all, not the worst thing for either of the squads here.
Not the worst thing, but it could be setting the pace, you know?
True,
like,
true.
Definitely losing that Tyrant, especially losing a Tyrant to a team that is a late-game composition here. It's just going to enhance their early game. And speaking of enhancements, we are seeing that shifted up here to Barium United, able to get that T1 turret for themselves.
Yeah, Tao's there was actually going for the solo play. I've done this as a roam myself, where you're like, I see 2 people, I'm going to get my Tremor Smash, get it on, and I got a 2-man stun, but then there was no follow-up, so you're like, oh crap, now
Hello,
I'm
Neil.
got to get out.
So what you're telling me here is you're blaming your teammates for your impeccable choices in HOK.
Yes, and so if I win, we move on. If I lose, I hit that report button at least 4 times.
There we go. We've got Horler's insight to his ranked games, but top side of the map taking a lot of pressure here for the side of Team Flash, and definitely pressure is something you want to be eliminating here, or at least kind of trying to blunder if you are Team Flash, because you are behind around about 2.5k gold as well, and it's not looking too good, especially Charlotte here. Yeah, may not be able to get to that late game.
I don't think so. I mean, they're kind of suffocating right now. BRU is doing a great job of ensuring that they're using that range advantage to the maximum. Trevor Smash.
Oh, okay. Trevor Smash connected onto 2 here, but it's going to be the kind of assault onto the T1, but the assault doesn't stop there.
Long ulted.
So we are seeing no members of Team Flash fall, but we're seeing turrets fall left, right, and center.
Oh, so smart by BRU, right? I mean, Taos, that Tremor Smash, yeah, it was only 2, and they
They
didn't
took
get any
all the
kills,
towers.
but it was all space created because they were trying to focus down that tower, and they were able to converge at the right time. The timing of this team
Only getting towers.
thus far.
One
Very
kill.
Good, very good. Obviously, pacing, roaming, the way they have been shifting through these lanes, definitely something that Team
Okay.
Flash maybe want to
Lorian
here, but it's
ult
gonna be,
missed.
Unbridled
His ult
outburst
cooldown
that
will
saves Tofu,
come back.
and actually
15
does nothing here
seconds.
for a follow-up for Licky.
Yeah, Tofu just
Butterfly
like the very,
hasn't done
end,
anything,
ensuring
right?
That he gets that ult off, has that huge hero boost.
Why?
I mean, I like this Tofu way better than the other Tofu on desk.
Lorian got the blue.
Favorite kind of Tofu. Okay,
Definitely.
we are having shots fired. I mean, Kin did obviously point you out earlier, so I feel like that one's a fair shot, you know.
Yeah, of course. Payback. I was going to get back at him at some point.
Oh,
but
wait.
BRU
Dropping issue. 1 second,
are
I'll
on
fix
a
that.
roll as they take the mid T1. More space, more of this map control by BRU.
After
Very
eating, I'll fix
troublesome
it, okay?
situation for Team Flash to be in. They are behind. They are a late game comp.
Hey,
They
he
are
wasted his ult.
losing these turrets. So what naturally happens when you lose turrets? You start to lose your jungle as well, as we've already seen at this moment in time. Brim United is able to actually have free access to that Azure Golem.
Yeah, this draft by BRU is just on point, right? Everything that they want to do is like, we're all in, we're going early game, we're going fast, we have so much damage, and try to catch us. It's been impossible for Flash. They've done nothing thus far to make a sort of dent into this lead.
Yeah, there's been no real reactive gameplay, like you were saying, right?
True.
Like, there's no kind of mirroring, there's no kind of lane play top side of the map whilst they try and rush them bot side here. It just seems to be like, what can we get, but at what cost? Trying to limit that kind of like deficit here.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to get some sort of pick off at this point. You're looking, I mean, this net worth lead is starting to grow. It's starting to compound. It's becoming very difficult for them to kind of make a dent into. But BRU, again, look at this full court press. How are you supposed to able to find any sort of space across this map?
You know, the crazy thing is, we've got one
See
kill on
that?
the board.
Yeah.
One kill on the board, but so much influence onto the Gorge itself. Turret's taken down. T3 already taking a bit of a battering at the top side of the map there. And T2, the final one in mid, falls here for the side of Team Flash, which is just going to prove that problem.
They don't even need a kill, bro.
If there were any sort of question
They can just...
how BRU would be in terms of preparation, all of that, let's find out.
Okay, Trevor Smash, that was very tasty there. No flash used in sight. He
Bro,
still has
the
a
attack
means to get
titan
it,
is
but
there.
Julius into the back line, takes
The attack
it
titan is
over,
engaged.
But now Licky gets his remains.
The attack
A
titan
double
fell.
kill here for the side. Brim United, but there has been blood traded. Flash are looking for a way to maintain their base.
Yeah, very good play, right? Being able to take down Valdez was absolutely huge for them because Valdez was starting to get out of control.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't have a whole lot of kills, but in terms of that net worth, he's able to melt towers and to utilize all of the space that was given to him. And now on this other side, look at how BRU just bouncing back. They're just
Overall, it's 2 for 2,
They
so
take
it's
the time
nice.
for free here. So really, yes, we get a good team fight here from Team Flash. They are able to trade like, what, 3-2. Julius, obviously, is going to be one of the scapegoats within that one. But I feel like somebody has to be at this point, right? Someone has to take the charge, lead the cavalry, and try and get some kills. As you've seen here in this replay, Julius just finds that window of opportunity, gets a takedown there, but the Splendor onto Nunu, saves himself, but then it only delays the inevitable there as we see that Ring gets that kill. So really good play here from Team Flash just to keep themselves
On the Lian Po.
Yeah, definitely. And Rin, it will
Okay,
almost like
Lorian
Arsenal.
missed
He
his
wanted
ult,
to
but
make sure
it's
that he
fine.
took down Nunu. He was going all the way on the outskirts to ensure that he gets that pick off because Nunu and Valdez, those are the guys that need to die before they can even get to potentially any other member of this, you know, BRU lineup here.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. Because obviously the backline potential here for Nunu on this Lorian is absolutely nutty. And you look at, obviously, the gold difference here as well from the mid lane. It's not stark difference. It's not day and night. Around about 500 gold difference. So in terms of actually these mid laners taking priority into the resources, it's not a lot, but taking those blows is going to be Tails. I think he's taking a little bit too much damage
Okay.
here, but it's going to be Julius looking for the escape here on the butterfly.
Oh.
He's able to get out, and another
Bro, they are
takedown
turning it around
to
slowly.
Little Boys. Team
Wow.
Flash are looking for more blood. They're looking for
FL
more
ADC.
kills. They're looking to try and stay into this game because they're now approaching that late game territory, which this can actually flip for them.
Yeah, now nice little Trevor.
No, these two are AOV teams. Yeah, like you said, they are AOV teams and they just
Julius is the only one, and he's gonna run
FLADC is the only one who's
That's
alive.
like Christian
FLADC,
Tofu right there,
the
right?
Necroth
Like,
guard.
he was absolutely shocked by lightning there by Nunu. We do see the top side of the map with that minion wave looking very promising here for Burium United. We have Leaky, Baldus, as well as Taos, Nunu here.
Good
as
game,
well.
good game.
The cavalry is here, boys, but not for the side of Team Flash. They still have 6 seconds till the Lung, till the Charlotte gets alive.
FLADC engage.
Does fall, and game 1 goes to Burium United.
What a clean game. That's an absolutely a monster game to set things up in terms of the tone here.
Absolutely, obviously.
Alter
it's been a
ego.
great game. We are waiting here to see what the experts have to say from this first game of KWC 2026. Take it away.
What a way to start the tournament. Burium United Esports came in, guns blazing, come in, take the first match, and they know right now that with game 1 done, they just need one more game, and they're gonna
Best of 3, by the way. Everything is best of 3, okay?
Really dominating way that they actually won, where it was not really about team fights, but
I don't know about the
chain of
roster, bro.
effects that we can see later on in the replay here. It was like, okay, Julius from Team Flash, he got the Tyrant in the 4th minute mark, but Little Boys and also the side of Valdez, they went into the Clash and attacked the side of Jill on that Charlotte, got that solo kill, and then converted into towers, buffs, objectives, and then it just kept snowballing the same way. And if we were to look into Team Flash that game, I think Tofu on the Zhangfei, he only had like, what, 3 unbridled outbursts towards the end of the game?
What was very interesting for me in this whole thing is just how we had been talking about, like, how are they going to just take that understanding from their own game and just apply it into this patch, apply it into this meta. It was just so lovely to see how they took the aggression that we talked about and they just turned it into exactly what they needed. Resources, turrets, and at the end,
Look at that, FLADC.
If you take a look at the goal distribution.
Why is there no photo for this guy, bro?
This is what you want to see, right? The jungler having the top farm. He's able to invade
Oi,
the jungle.
this mage is S8UL. This is marksman. Chano. No, Lung should be here. They have ruined.
I want to point out.
They have
talking about this just now off stage.
Okay.
Nunu on this Lorion.
Oh my.
Guys, you have to ban Lorion, man. The ultimate, the setup, the stun. There was no way, like his counterpart Rin couldn't even take flight with the Lung.
I've been talking to the KPL casters in all these days, and they've been saying that Lorion is going to be one of the meta picks in this whole tournament. And we just saw it over here in game 1. It is going to be the one hero that we're going to have to keep our eyes on.
I think especially, right, where it excels in a few things. I think the Lorian pick coming in from the side of Burium was actually really smart, where you're thinking on the side of Team Flash. Okay, you have S8UL, you have like Aoyin, both very mid to close range heroes here. And then you have a Lorian where he's just like throwing his like balls left and right, you know, that's just zapping you from afar, setting you up for big plays, where the range advantage is already earned by the side of Buriram, where they already have that team fight edge, where you don't need to like go for those big team fights. Poke, rotate, invade. That's what they did all game prior to that 10-minute mark.
Just a piggyback right on that topic, because it's very interesting that at 8 minutes of the game, they were already just knocking on the high ground turrets. Like, it was just so interesting, just the way that with only 1 kill over there,
they didn't get any kills.
Pushing in just to go for the main objective.
Just using Lorian to
like,
push the enemies back.
Like 15,
Okay,
minutes,
with his
right?
range and then take the tower. That's all. Lian Po also. He will start jumping, so everyone will run away. And they will take the tower. They don't need to kill the enemies.
Because they did exactly what they were supposed to do, right? They took 1 kill. That singular kill transformed into 3, 6 outer turrets. Jungle camps after jungle camps, and then, you know, the wasted efforts from Tofu on that Zhangfei, we counted, right? 3 unbridled outbursts, no return.
An amazing start for our KWC 2026. Buriram United Esports right now with a small lead that could take them into the upper bracket finals. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go for a short break, and when we come back, we're going to go with Game 2 or Match 1 of our KWC 2026.
The Attack Titan. This is EWC, I think. Yeah, EWC is... This is not a game, bro. Somebody told me that it's illegal to take the picture of the Eiffel Tower.
Is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by play.
Hmm. So this whole PC is how much? What anime is this, guys? Someone tell the anime. They are going through different anime, no? One by one. Guys, how many of you have Crunchyroll account? This is the World Cup, bro. Esports World Cup, Honor of Kings. EWC. Esports World Cup. And this is the first match. First match just got over. It's a best of 3. Now we are going to the second match of the best of 3.
Forged in Valor, crowned by honor. The KWC 2026 is back. Ladies and gentlemen, Game 1 was electrifying, and right now we're going to move into Game 2. I want to talk a little bit about that Tyrant fight at the 10-minute marker, because that was the moment that decided the whole game.
It definitely was. And let me be clear, I was watching, but I took a sip of coffee and it was gone.
It was very fast, right? Like, at the very first, we did see Little Boys on that Miria. He went in for an aggressive play on the Umbral Moon. And then, unfortunately, he got picked off by the side of Julius on the Butterfly. But that's the thing. You're down, like, 4,000 or 5,000 gold at the 10th minute mark, where even in the 4v5 situation, it still gave so much room for Buriram to actually win out that 4v5. We saw Nunu bouncing with that ultimate, just locking down several players here, and then setting up for
The whole thing, like I said, the only thing they did was they will use Lorian ult. Okay. And Lorian S1, the enemies will go back. Lianpo will also use his ult. They'll go back and they'll take the tower. Yeah, same Indian team. But this first match is not Indian match. And then Pei is also like a marksman. Pei and Chano are taking the towers. That's what they did, using Pei's ranged attacks.
Finish that story with the enhanced Tyrant. That was the more important one.
There are some little details that you can already start understanding from Buriram. Like, they come in, they try to do the early aggression at the 3-minute marker, not even to try to get the kill from the Lung, but just to force the infinite vastness, as Blam just mentioned right over there, which could have actually just narrowed down their options for the 4-minute fight. These little details, gentlemen, it's exactly what we're here to pay attention. I want everyone at home just to be taking notes on that. It is not always about just going in there and trying to get the kills. It's actually just trying to force your opponents into the corner that you want them to be in.
And the way that they play out the draft is actually really amazing from my perspective. I like how they prioritized Nunu on the Lorian, which gave them so much advantage into the early picks on the Lung, on the picks onto the S8UL, where there's range advantage to control that mid lane. And once that mid lane is controlled, you start to see fast rotations coming in from Valdez, going for jungle invades, going for side lane push. That's why I think at the 5th-minute mark, the tier 2 in the top side, that's already gone.
Done. It was just like, if they would have come in here with a clear goal of just like kind of just...
I'll go wash my hands and come back, guys. Hold on.
Because they came in with an excavator and just pushed through.
The fans, they were not allowed to play their game at all, right? I understand the premise of the idea behind the draft. You want to get the big hits coming in, but they could not even get the first hit. They could not get that first kill.
Exactly. That's just the difficult part, right? Where you want to see how the draft actually plays out. I think coming in with a global ban pick structure here, both teams will still put priority on bans, especially on the Lorien and the Florentino here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an important choice, right? I think maybe you don't take the risk. You don't give the Lorien over to Team Flash, right? And Florentino is a must ban. It has to happen.
Well, Florentino is going to be an always ban right over there, and Lorien is going to be an always ban in there. It's going to open for so many different other heroes that we know that in this patch are going to be really strong. But well, Blam, Holler, this game number 1, what were your feelings, lads?
Actually, I was very impressed. I mean, go on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like Kim was saying, I took a sip of coffee and all of a sudden, I mean, my break's over already. Like, we're back into game number 2. I feel like Buriram United, it definitely had a clear, precise early game as their draft dictated. But like I was saying towards the end there, Team Flash, if they just had a little bit more pizzazz in the early to mid game, we could have seen a potential comeback a little bit better.
Yeah, I like the term pizzazz, but I think that was, I mean, they needed that a little bit like magic fingers and, you know, some
Jazz
ways
hands.
to kind of, yeah, jazz hands, all of the above, because
I'm back.
I think that was a
Florentino has already been banned.
Right? I think that they're like a little bit
Yeah,
shocked. It
100%
seemed like the
ban.
preparation was definitely there by BRU, because that draft and the way that they were able to play that composition was just so high level. It was able to just destroy them without really a thought.
Yeah, it's as if they've done it before, right?
Yes.
Like they played those heroes to a T, but we're getting into draft here of game number 2. We are
Slow
seeing that
burn
Maestro
marksman,
being
bro.
picked up for Team Flash as their first prior pick onto the blue side here. But then we look over to Brew. We have Voldas going here for the Flowborn Marksman. We have the Jung Face.
Ogran, Mozi,
Yeah,
poke,
we do see
poke.
the pickup of the Motsu as well as the Ogren. So we have the already long range setup here from the Motsu into the support role. We have the Ogren here to try and build up, scale up, and be that raid boss that we all know and love.
Yeah, so Team Flash here, the biggest piece is
Yep.
with this Mai. Again, it's about that tempo, setting it up from that
Let's
mid
see
lane.
if at
That
least
was really
one
lacking in the
match
last one. A
we
very
can see
passive,
Florentino
reactive lineup,
being
and they
played.
got forced down because of the fact that BRU, very early game centric and very aggressive with the way that they were able
Agudo.
to play, and that was why they were able to dominate.
Yeah, I like the Agudo here. Obviously, once again, we see Brew going for a little bit more of the same into the jungle. They just want fast pace. They want quick clear. They want to be able to give themselves
Agudo-
into the lane,
Agudo is
into
good against
taking that
Shiranui.
siege of the turrets earlier on once again. But we look at Team Flash. Once you get to level 4, get a few items, definitely that's when we start to see the Shiranui come online in terms of combos, in terms of knock-up.
Guan Yu also banned. So far, Guan Yu 100% ban, okay.
United, which is obviously going to be
So
the
far.
global marksman in this case, but it's going to take a little bit of time of Ogren to actually scale up.
Haya
And
also
it's all
100%
about
ban,
that
I
space,
think.
Right? You expect it from the
Yeah,
Mai,
Haya
and that's
also
kind of what they're
100%
trying
ban.
to set that up with, so that you have a very good mid game because you're
Florentino, Guan Yu,
you have
and
the
Haya
moats here, we could
100%
potentially
ban
wombo
so far.
combo off of somebody,
Yep.
and plus it's kind of looked at as a bit of a weaker counter to the Ogren as well if you're able to cannon blast.
Mosi
and slow
S2,
down. So
S2.
you take that yourself,
Yep.
and now you can set things up.
Yeah, I mean, if we saw anything from Team Flash, obviously they do know how to get the pickoffs right. They do know how to orchestrate.
Oh,
a
hi,
bit of a
Jagan
comeback
Reddy.
into
I didn't
team
stream
fight that
because my
don't
friends were
necessarily
all
take
here
something
and
lethal. Like, they
the
saw
whole
it, they
house,
rather
we were
disengage
7
and thought,
people
okay,
in this
bet,
room,
let's go
okay,
blow
in
for
this
blow.
small room.
And then they come
So
back.
I
So
arranged
Bruce,
everything
you point there, Motsu
to,
being able to kind of
you know,
set
for
this up
everyone to
for a
sleep.
pathway of
This
Marjorie
table
Lee.
was moved, the
All
laptop
Ogren
setup
in
was
the
moved,
team
everyone
fight,
had
so
their
we are getting a little
laptop,
bit
they
more
were all IT,
speed
they are work from
inside
home
of
guys.
Buriram United.
Okay,
We have
so
that Huan
no place.
that's going to be looking to go into that
We were
mid
just
lane.
playing
It's a
cards,
perfect counter
HOK
because,
stuff.
again, the
We
Mai
couldn't
is about
stream or
fast,
make videos,
aggressive
nothing we
blow-up,
can do.
right? The glass cannon style.
They were all here for
You
10
are
days,
just
so
polar
it was
opposite.
very
You're gonna
fun,
be
but
very sustaining,
unfortunately
you're able
can't
to
stream
out-heal.
or
As long as
upload
you're able to
videos. I was
withstand
making
that
shots now and then.
initial burst, you're going to be able to kind of even out-heal him. So this is a great pickup for now.
But the problem is, you say initial burst, we do have a secondary burst here, which is obviously going to be the Chicha. So we now have potential of if it
Chicha
doesn't
jungle.
work the first time, we
No,
have Chicha
Chicha.
come through with the damage,
What?
and they now actually have a sufficient front line. This is the thing that they didn't have.
No
in
marks.
game number 1 with
Chicha
Team Flash.
farm lane, huh?
Sufficient front line, but now they have the Byron, they have the Ogre.
Chicha against Flowborn is not fun for Chicha.
1 point onto the board.
Definitely, definitely. And I mean, it definitely makes a lot more sense. It's way more balanced. They shore up a lot of the
Chicha against
weaknesses,
any hero
and
is
they
not
have,
fun for
you know,
Chicha, I
from
think.
early to late
In
game, you're
AD
kind of
lane.
set. My only concern is that the range, the Chicha kind of limited. You don't have as
Yeah.
much, right? Yes, the Ogren will be there, but once they're hitting that mid mark, everybody with that range is going to be super, vulnerable, right? And so that's where, BRU need to kind of play around that, dance, if you will.
Yeah. Speaking of dancing, obviously, like you said, with the Chicha,
Again, I
you
think
kinda
the
have
pick
to
is
prep
going to
yourself
go
before
for
doing the team
BRU
fight,
only.
especially if you want to have that
They have the
range, because
better
it can be
draft.
passive, and then that's when obviously the
Why
burst potential
Chicha
does come
though?
through. Not quite as
You can
kind of
even
like
play Garo,
command and
bro.
go as the Martirino burst.
Yes, and as it looks like the players are about to load up.
Harley is also not picked, not banned, not picked, by the way. Harley, supposedly the greatest marksman.
From the plans, you don't have too much time to explore Paris, if you will.
I mean, depending on which airport they flew in, right? Obviously, there's an airport quite close by. Like, there is an airport quite close by. I made the mistake of flying in
Okay,
from
bro,
CDG.
I'll try it.
Took me an hour to get here. I
I'm
could have
pretty
gone
sure,
literally
bro.
maybe 15 minutes max.
Range is
that's
all
my
that
bad
matters in farm
preparation.
lane,
So we
bro.
can hope the Team
It might
Clash
be good
Brewing
for
United
first
have
5
better
minutes,
preparation in this game
but
too.
And I think
without
that for
range,
both of these squads, this draft looks a little bit more
nothing can be
50-50,
done.
right? You don't see one that is skewed one way or the other, but this is going to be about those team fights. If BRU is able to win one, especially with the setup that they have, you have the Dharma Truth, the Zhang Fei umbrella,
Dharma, Zhang Fei, wombo combo
you're going to just start losing
with
towers,
Yu
'cause
Huan.
Segudo's going to be a problem.
Yeah, there's a lot of crowd control. Absolutely. Crowd control, but the
Okay,
most scary
Agran
thing
is clearing the
here,
jungle,
obviously,
the
yes,
mid
we
lane.
know that Ogren can do a
Did
lot
he
of
buy
damage,
the
but
jungle item?
can you
Let's
kind of
wait and
gauge the
watch. Okay,
sustainability that the
if he
side
buys
of
jungle
Brewing
item now.
United have?
No, he already had the jungle
I
item.
love it the way the Team Flash
Now they are
played.
going in.
This is what they did not do.
Oh,
And now
flicker!
they're going in. Valdez
Flicker for
getting a little bit
Shinanui.
low
So they will
himself, but
surely
he's
get the
gonna
red buff.
lose the red buff to start things off.
Okay.
A bit of a disaster for BRU to start this.
A bit of a flash. of
Fully
one
they have
dance
cleared
here
the red
from side of
side.
Team Flash, a bit of a
Wow,
change
that's
up, I
a
would have to say
that's a
myself.
very good start.
Well
Full
needed,
red side
well
is for
needed
them.
in this one, right? Because like Holo was saying literally moments ago, Team Flash didn't make these quick
And now
adaptations.
Shiranui is taking this. Nice,
Very,
nice.
very bad for them.
Not looking good.
Okay,
I mean,
she
it's
missed her
not
ability.
over. It's still very early. We haven't even hit the 2-minute mark.
Okay, Agran is again sharing the gold with
Those are the little
Shiranui.
wins that you need to really,
Now he's going to... Okay,
compound your
Chicha
lead.
took the
And
red
now
buff.
BRU, they're going to do a little bit of pressure onto Hayduck as well.
Hey, Doug, actually able to get out of there
Okay.
as well. We are seeing that
So they gave the
both
red buff to
in-game
the
is stepping up for
marksman.
Brewing
He took
United
the
here, so we
opponent
do
red
see
buff.
a lot of fans for
What
this
is he doing,
team
not
looking
clearing
to
it?
try and round this one out
Oh,
for a nice,
he's
comfortable 2-0 for
proxy.
themselves, but I feel like
Trying
for
to
me,
let
what's
the
gonna have to
minions
take
die
a
to
difference
their
here
minions.
for this game number 2 is
Okay.
Flash trying to get some early game kills. Like you said, try and
Proxy,
compound the
proxy.
effect in the early game, get it into the late game.
Yeah, they didn't get out their first
Agran
kill
again.
for quite
He's
some
here
time.
every
I mean,
time
BRU
the wave is
playing
there.
flawlessly.
Agran is also
The
there.
positioning, and now even putting pressure
She used
here,
her ultimate to
Hayduck is
get
coming
away,
out
bro.
worse for wear here.
Shiranui used her ultimate.
Too much damage for my liking as well, obviously, as we see. Quite a
Okay,
bit of combat
Chicha and
effect on
Floban
anyway,
are...
right? Like, we are seeing everything coming
I'm
into that
interested
mid
in
lane.
Chicha
We're seeing,
Floban more.
obviously, the Spike-tailed Beast being taken off the side here. The pigs on for Brewing United, so you can already see the action and consequence going into the gold lead.
But did you see how Team Flash, again, they
See,
were
see?
taking boars away.
Without
They're being
range...
aggressive, and this is exactly what you want to do, especially
Again,
in a lineup that
Agran
needs
will
to
always be
spike
there
in
for
that
mid
game.
lane wave.
If you're having a terrible early game,
He's
well,
not sharing
you're gonna have
anything.
a
Keep
rough
in mind,
time.
only
So
if the
again, you wanna
support
be
is there,
aggressive,
he's
you have the
sharing.
timer, and now with this Crimson Golem, it looks like it's going to be
The
stopping
attack
here.
titan is
Talos
not
is looking
ready.
to take that away, but Valdez gets the smite.
Shiranui is level 5. Agran is level 4. Wow. Even with all that sharing, no, they're perfectly playing it.
I've got the key to your property. I'm going in there. I'm stealing what I need, and you can't stop me. But fortunately, there for Valdez,
Will Agran come and take the mid lane? Yeah, he should. They can't waste one entire wave. 1 minion died, I think.
A little bit more momentum for himself.
Yes, it's all about momentum here. And if we're looking at both sides right now, net worth, neck and neck. This is what we wanted to have seen, especially with these AOV squads. We knew it was going to be competitive because they're coming in almost from the same footing, if you will.
Yeah, something to prove as well, right? Like, this is a different battleground.
Yes.
Like, this is not their home. They are here, and they
Bro,
are
that
looking
dun
to
dun
make a
dun
name
skin
for
for
themselves, definitely, right?
Mozi is so
we haven't
good.
seen them go against
Especially
any
that
major
ultimate.
teams yet within,
It's so
KBC,
good.
But only time will tell how well they do. But currently, just looking a bit for tit for tat, right? Just trying to basically have a bit of a calm before the storm, before those neutral objectives get online in around about 20 seconds.
Yes, we're almost there, but to the point of kind of you know, letting everyone understand the situation here. If you win this, you have a potential to make the groups, right?
Yeah.
And now Tofu, it looks like Julius is looking to go in. Path of passing on. He finds it with the Conductor of Souls. It's going to be dodged out by the Unending Sorrow, but they get the pushback with the Ruin Gem, and they find it. But Julius Gate went in too far. Rin is going to be picked off as well. 2 members down, and BRU weather the storm, and they take 2 themselves.
I feel like that was kind of like a
It's over.
like a chainsaw, right? But it wasn't aggressive enough for the
See,
side
Chicha.
of Team Flash. He gets taken down. They don't bother going for the Tyrant. They're looking to make some claims, some monopoly on the Gorge.
Yeah, actually, it didn't seem like they were completely in sync with one another. Like, Julius was a little too far up, hits the Conductor of Souls.
They got
tried
the
to go for
tower.
2, but by that point, it's kind of you're not in a great spot in terms of that positioning. You want that when the team fight is already happening, everybody is completely grouped, and they completely, BRU just completely died.
Okay, let's watch.
I feel like that's just the counter
Agran goes in
engage
first.
potential of the side of Buriram United, right? Obviously using that more
Agudo,
control, able to
Zhang Fei
keep
use.
themselves
Okay.
alive, just meant that they dived in. They were in the Lions.
The attack titan is the.
Like
Yeah,
said,
see the attack
completely
titan.
out of position there.
Yeah, I mean, the timing wasn't great. The way that they were going in, it was like one by one. They were kind of, you know, just putting
Hello,
themselves-
Floyd. Welcome to the
You
stream,
gotta go
bro.
in together. You got to be in sync. You got to have that coordination. And BRU, the way that they were able to dodge that, again, this is why they're looking to be an incredibly scary team here at the EWC.
Scary team here at KWC. Scary
Oh,
team here into
they're
the
going
mid
for the
lane.
kill. The attack titan once again.
Find Tofu. They actually pick him off.
They're
with
going to
Umbrella
go for the
Outburst,
tower?
and BRU
No,
are
no,
gonna
no.
be so
No
happy with
minions.
that.
Oh, absolutely.
Bro, Shiranu
And
is
more,
going
right?
to
Obviously
struggle
able
so hard to
get a
clear
bit
the
of damage
waves.
onto the mid lane, create a bit of priority, just kind of give themselves a little
Bro, they
more
just
room to get
instantly
a bit more
decided to
reactive,
kill
right? 'Cause that's what the
Smozy.
problem was in that early game.
Yes.
They weren't able to react.
Shiranu, he
because
took
they
it.
didn't count on Team Flash invading in the jungle.
Yo.
Did not expect it, but now that net worth lead completely shifted in favor of BRU. This is a huge situation, and now the Overlord,
Hello.
that is going to stem a little bit of the bleeding for Flash.
Hello.
I feel like I'm watching the stock market here with that gold.
Srushikesh.
Like we saw in the early game, it was kind of fluttering up and
Srushikesh.
down, but it definitely put your money
FLADC
on
got the
Buriram
Overlord.
here. But we are seeing a lot more Monopoly being taken away here from the side of Team Flash. It seems like a little bit of a rinse and repeat of game number 1, which is a problem here. It's just taken Brew a little bit more time to get into this position.
Perfect disengage. They
Byron
had
and
that
all is
BRU
there in the
themselves,
team.
but Towns didn't have
I don't know
enough
what is
madness to
happening.
get that ultimate
Dharma
off. So
also
they're like,
hasn't
okay, we
come
can't team fight. We need
even
to get
once.
out of this. They lose nothing. They take what they can from the jungle on their way out. Very smart play, even when you're looking to just retreat.
Yeah, you are playing the offensive, but defensively, right? You don't want to kind of get too greedy here if you're Buriram United. Once again, a very low kill game so far. 6 minutes in, 3 kills onto the board here. But that's not what's important. It's a
The attack titan is ready, guys.
Oh, nice
pressure
cannon
in
blast.
bot side.
Oh, the Kachusin as well, but the Aerostorm just zoning them away. Team Flash, a good attempt.
Yeah,
That's the
Flowbon's
stuff that you're looking
ultimate
for,
is
but they
just
actually
too
find
good.
Tao sticking around a little bit.
Too
They
much
have the cannon
range.
blast onto him, but they're not going to continue on. It looks like BRU, again, just dodging most of the attacks by Team Flash.
I think this is the beauty of obviously the Motsu, like we're saying in the draft, right? You're able to use that cannon blast from a very safe distance, disengage for your teammates, kind of almost like a second chance card, get out of jail.
And that's the biggest problem, right? I think that the way that they've been able to kind of set things up, but BRU, again, just dodging most of it. They're mitigating most of what he brings.
Yeah. Top side of the map is definitely not being mitigated here by the side of Flash with that minion wave coming through, but it is going to be answered here by Rin. I feel like Rin needs to be out of these team
The
fights.
Umbrella Outburst, it looks like
The attack titan.
They tried to go on Pac. The Aerostorm is going to do some damage. They find Tofu, the nice little knock-up as well. They have a little bit of control. Yaw is not talking about the shield. He too will fall. It looks like 2 members down from Team Flash.
Full HP, by the way. Everyone is full HP.
Serious net worth going into
No
the damage
marksman.
here
Chicha is
on the
not
side
a
of
marksman,
Buriram
guys.
United. He fell too quick. The flash in from Nunu just
Hi,
dropped
Guan.
away.
Welcome to the
Look at
stream, bro.
Stratagers that just help themselves in their own jungle, pay back Team Flash from that early game play.
Licky's starting
I
to
was,
become a little bit of a problem. Actually, the
I'm
highest
fine,
net
bro.
worth on the
How are you?
squad right now with 5.7.
We were
5.8,
busy
a little
here.
bit of a
Friends
rock
came.
with Valdez.
We are
But
just
Valdez
having
has
fun.
been able to get that wild growth. They've taken the mid T1, and it's all about that push from BRU's lineup.
Yeah, I think once again, we're just looking at Buriram United are very comfortable with these junglers that kind of already set themselves up in level 4, right? They're not really relying on itemization, even though obviously Agudo, Furball gets that on-hit effect from the itemization here, depending on how you build. But it's all about just creating that momentum, able to create that early game desirability for yourself.
Yes, and it looks like Team Flash using that, all of that to kind of counter the movements, right? They need to push themselves. They're going to take the bottom T1.
Yeah, Zhang Fei is
BRU
the
not in position,
Zhang
but
Fei with the
they're
attack
in your
titan.
jungle. They're looting and pillaging everything.
Don't say normal Zhang Fei.
Knocking
Say
on the door,
attack
right? Like,
titan.
they are looking for repossessing your goods. Like they were
Always
like, right,
marches
okay,
into the vanguard, never
you
goes
owe us
back.
money. You owe
That's
us
attack
the
titan.
game money that you stole from us, and we see here Brim United are taking that away. T1 top side of the map does get taken away here. Just see Nunu just creating that area of space, that area of safety for Brim United here.
Yeah, they are going to push the attack titan. We are going to see the attack titan once again. Oh, here he goes. He's just using. He didn't even need that ulti.
Left wanting, not able to find anything on BRU.
Flash. I mean, looking at where we are in terms of obviously their team comp, right? We see Rin not quite doing too well here. He's kind of having to be into the side lanes, looking to try and scrap any kind of resources he can get for himself. Just
Same. They are not trying to get the kills. They are just, when minions are entering the tower, they are all going forward like, you know, run away, run away, run away. Run away or we'll kill you. And then the opponents are running away and then they are like, okay, they'll get the tower. Bro, Shiranui damage, especially when you are losing, it's like, you saw how much damage. Went in with the flash. What's the point? Can't do anything.
This time around, he's definitely looking a little bit more tanky in there, but we do have to keep obviously an eye on obviously common skills, right? Because we know that High Duck is not going to be making those engages because they don't have those flashes on.
Does not, but they have the cannon blast, and with that arrow storm zoning them away, Tofu's going to just have to Peacebringer on back. But the way that they're able to kind of, you know, mitigate, dodge.
This is FL versus BRU. Both are AOV teams. Remember FLADC? That team versus BR United. That team. Two top AOV teams are playing. Okay, attack Titan.
But he gets control. He gets knocked down over the wall. It doesn't even matter. And they take the Tyrant. BRU are starting to roll.
They are rolling. I mean, they need to, right? Boulders, that's one of his main...
Bro, the attack
Titan. He needs to roll about, get across the gorge pretty quickly, but like you said, snowball.
Oh, Flowborn. See the power of a marksman. Everyone needs a marksman in their team, bro. Not Chicha in the farm lane. Need an actual marksman. Bro, anyone can be attacked. Anyone can be killed. You don't attack the support. Like, oh, what? What? Just ult, Flowborn.
They have to just make sure that they're playing a good defense. Obviously, yeah, they do have the T2 top side of the map there, so they could kind of try and play around that, you know, like try and get pressure onto Brim United's.
See, that's I don't know, guys.
Try and maybe go for the Overlord, because it seems like neither of these teams are going to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, the positioning is flawless. They haven't lost a single member. The way that they're able to, again, they slow siege, they see numbers, and then they're like, okay, we have an advantage, let's go. And they take things out.
The attack Titan is ready already.
Given to them, and BRU would get another tower in that top lane.
They are looking to try and get that T3, but I mean, nice pressure here down bot side. This is going to correlate to obviously...
Yeah, easy tower. I don't know why Shiranui is going in with the flash every single time as if it's going to do something. See? Look at that. Bro, crucial crowd control. See the attack Titan, bro, at the end. Shingeki no Kyojin. Tatake, yeah, Tatake. Bro, not even one kill. I don't know what Shiranui is trying to do with that flicker engage. Like, as if you have gold, as if you can get a kill by going in like that.
What a way to start. You can see it right over there. Sportsmanship before anything. Buriram United Esports with a 2-0 win against Team Flash is going to move into the upper bracket. Congratulations to the boys in blue.
One more series and Buriram makes it to the official main event.
One more? Okay, they have to win one more. One more series.
And that was Kin. An absolute domination of a performance coming in from Buriram United Esports.
It's just
it was a destruction.
I mean, we take a look at the later parts of the game, right? Yeah. It's the last potential fight, game-winning moment. The Mai gets a huge knockup onto two of the different members on the side of Team Flash. But the damage, the life bars did not go down at all.
Of course,
yeah, that's what. Shirani didn't do anything. She went in, stunned, no damage.
Nothing in there. Let's just try to figure it out. Where did that happen? Where does this come from? Team Flash, the
Chicha
3.5
was the
marker,
marksman of Team Flash.
that I did not see like a good decision. The Ogren jumps in, then right after that the Tricha jumps in, but then was not damaged. And then right before the 4 minutes Tyrant, I did not imagine that that could be a good decision.
No,
very
group
similar
wise,
to
group
Game 1,
wise,
right,
not
where it's
direct
always
elimination.
around that specific timer here, where I think, yes, Team Flash may have a bit of a miss-up on those plays, but you have to also prize Buriram United Esports, where they capitalize on this
Again,
really, really
they've put
well.
marksman for
And I wanna
Shirani,
point out
mage
here
for
to
Byron,
you on the Byron,
jungler
we're
okay,
talking
clash
about
lane
his first
Chicha.
item is not the pure sky, actually went for
This
the false
side,
sky embrace.
this
I
side
like the
everything
idea
is
of it. They
fine.
get the slow. They
This
want to
side-
have the team, come on a 5-man jump.
But
on the target,
the founding,
but
the
that
attack
was not
titan,
going to be the case
also
when they're up
founding
behind
titan,
on gold.
2 OP.
Another thing
Who got
I
the
want to pay
MVP?
attention to is Rin, is
Probably
Chicha.
him.
The Chicha pick
Probably
is a good
Eren.
pick, but it's a
Or
very late game
Flobon.
pick. And throughout the first 7 minutes of the game,
It's either
Rin was at
Junker or
the
Flobon.
T1s on the top
The
side,
only one
bottom
death
side, but
was
they could not take a T1.
Yu Huan,
Buriram
and
in
that was at the
moment
final
took
fight.
6
Who got the
turrets.
kill?
And just in
Agran
terms
got
of
the
that,
kill.
like, you can see how Buriram United
By the way, this
Esports
is the build
had a
of
little bit
Agran.
more of a
One attack
preparation, a
item,
little bit
all
more
defense.
in-depth, I would dare
The
to
jungle
say,
item is the
just
damage
compared
jungle
to their
item.
counterparts of Team Flash.
GG
The way that they
easy.
just played the game, they came with a very clear plan, and I believe that this is what
Chicha
other
playing
teams are
ulti
gonna
with
take
Agudo
notes
Pandavas.
on. Their game is not about fighting.
Don't
Their game
trash
is
my girl
about
Chicha so
turret
much.
destruction.
Bro, your girl
They
Chicha
come
should
in
either play
with the
jungle
two
or
picks that
clash
they
lane.
have
What
over
is
there.
her business in
The
farm
main
lane,
idea
bro?
here was just
This
give
is
me
the first
turrets.
match, guys.
And you talk
Previous
about
match.
245 in game 2, but you link it back to
Look
game
at that
number 1.
kill, bro.
Clear
How
goal from
clean
the
that
Esports side
was.
of Buriram United Esports, taking down that tier 1,
Another.
and then snowballing the game. 8 minutes,
Oh.
5,000 goal lead, only a single kill. for
The
Buriram
attack
in
titan.
game
Last
1,
time they
but
had
that's
the
just how
attack titan.
snowball the game into total control in this game
They
1.
couldn't
And they understand the win conditions
make
of
good use of the
picking
attack
up.
titan
Right now,
because
yeah,
Butterfly
first
was the
target throw
jungler.
after Tofu was Julius. Julius was meant to be the recovery effect. Butterfly gets the assist, come back into the fight and get those finishing blows, but it was never the case.
Like, even in a situation you're a 4v5, just look at the goal lead here. 4,000 in the favor of Buriram United
Lung,
Esports here. Link
fully dead.
barely touched by any
I think he
single
didn't even
member
ult.
from Team Flash. And
He
at
got
one point,
stunned to death.
Julius is like, guys, I gotta head back to the fountain, get some health back. But then while the time he's on his way back,
Yeah, this
already
is
too little too late.
It's so
next
difficult
fight.
to
I'm
understand because
excited for that
not only
final
did
fight.
one,
How
they
much
number
the
two, they
attack
had all
titan
the
did.
answers as well. Valdez, the moment he drops his ultimate, sure, that's fine. Maybe you want to try and get the team fight as well, but then look
Yeah,
at
see
the
here.
cover by Little Boys on the Dharma. He
Oi,
was all over the
where
place,
is the last
getting
fight?
those truth mantras in, and the
Hey, look
truth
at this, bro.
really did hurt on this
Jing,
one.
We know that this is a team sport.
Mulan,
We understand how
Mulan, Jing.
everything is going to
This
be
is
about, like, all the
this is
teammates
Arlie. This
pushing
is
in.
Sunbin.
But it's
This is
important to
Angela.
understand that some
Who's
of them
this?
just
This
shine
is
a little bit
Lady
brighter
Jen
than
or
the
Dio-chan?
rest.
Who's that?
When you think about Buriram United Esports, who do you think was like the biggest
What time
star
is the
in
next
this
game? I'm
tournament?
not sure. It should be in like 10 or 15
We should
minutes
have waited,
max.
We should have counted and then we going for Nunu because I had Nunu as well. Okay, you know, we'll work on our teamwork, but it's okay. This is the Buriram gameplay, right? You go first and I'll back you up.
I think I agree with you guys in terms of Nunu in both games was ideal for any team, just being able just to deal the damage, to just be able to just protect as well. Well, what about if we go on stage?
Can S8UL handle these teams, huh? Yeah, they can handle, bro.
Mara, take it from here.
They are
Let's
also
see
AOV
exactly
team
what's
now.
going on there.
Okay, let's see.
From the winning team, Buriram United, we're here with Nunu, the mid laner. Congratulations! And how was that you received the very first match win here at EWC? How is that for your confidence? How is the team's mindset right now?
ก่อนอื่นเลยนะฮะก็ขอแสดงความยินดีด้วยนะฮะรู้สึกยังไงบ้างครับที่ตอนนี้เนี่ยเราคว้าชัยชนะแรกของทัวร์นาเมนต์
What country is this?
ก็แล้วฮะ
ดีใจครับเพิ่งมาเล่นด้วยครับก็แมตช์แรกก็สนุกครับ
Yep, I'm very happy and excited that we already achieved the first victory and like we are very happy to be here too in Paris.
And one thing we were really happy about, you used the new AOV collab hero Lorian in the mid lane. They're the very first team to use that in EWC. Now, Lorian has a really long stun. And when you get your opponent, well, it's a guaranteed success for you, especially when you were getting the farm laner in game 1. How much fun was using Lorian, our new AOV hero collab, for your first match?
มาพูดถึงในตอนเกมแรกบ้างนะฮะเราหยิบลอเรียนมานะฮะซึ่งเป็นฮีโร่ที่เป็นคอลลาบอเรชันกับทาง AOV นะฮะ เนื่องจากว่าตัวนี้เนี่ยมีสตันที่ค่อนข้างเป็นเวลานานเลยทีเดียวเมื่อเราแบบว่าแลนสตันได้แล้วเนี่ยค่อนข้างจะเป็นการการันตีได้เลยทีเดียวมีความคิดเห็นยังไงบ้างครับ
These guys are what
ก็
we
รู้
call
สึกว่ามัน
professional
แตกต่าง
yapper.
จากเกม AOV ที่ผมเล่นครับ เพราะว่าโลออนเกมนี้ก็จะเหมือนกึ่งโป๊กนิดนึงครับ
Always with
เพราะว่า
absolute
สกิล
W
เขา
in
ค่อน
any
ข้าง
pro
แรง
play, just too much versatility.
Yeah,
Pay also,
so
pay.
Lorian in this
Marksman,
game is
no,
kind
jungler
of
who
a
has
bit of
ranged
different
auto attacks
from
always
the
OP, bro.
AOV that he has
In
been
HOK,
playing
we
because,
don't have
in
attack
this
speed
game, we
jungle
kinda
item, no,
feel
like in
low.
AOV. So we don't have Elandor jungle or who else jungles in AOV? Marksman. Lady Sun even or Violet even jungles sometimes, no. So those are all not possible because we don't have attack speed
ก็
item.
ขอ1 ทิปให้กับแฟนๆที่ดูจากทั่วโลกหน่อยฮะว่าเวลาเล่นลอเรียนเนี่ยมีทิปอะไรบ้างครับ
ก็ถ้าเป็นของเกมนี้ก็พยายามโป๊ก่อนครับ แล้วก็พอศัตรูเขาเข้ามาพลาดเราก็อันตีสวนไปครับ
So for this game, just try to poke the enemy like as much as you can, and like so when you saw that, all right, the HP of the enemy is like low enough, just all in your ultimate skill.
Great, for sure. More people are going to use that, and we're so proud with your first win. How about send a message to everybody watching from Thailand? What would you like to say to all
Thailand,
the
okay,
supporters?
Thailand, no.
มีข้อความอะไรอยากจะฝากถึงแฟนๆชาวไทยบ้างครับ
ก็ฝากเชียร์พวกผมด้วยครับพวกผมจะทำให้เต็มที่ครับผม
Yeah. So thank you so much everyone for keep supporting us, and like hope you guys will keep like supporting us till the end.
Job well done once again. Congratulations, Nunu. Congratulations to Barium United. And now we're going to head over to the casters. Lead the gorge.
Lead the gorge.
Thank you very much, Mara. Thank you very much, Nuno. You can hear it over there in the background. The people are enjoying this a lot.
I recently
As a
uploaded a
person who has
highlight
been
video
working on
about
HOK already
8
for
minutes.
so
It
many
didn't even
years,
get
I'm
a
going to
single
tell you,
view.
lads, I am extremely happy of seeing this match one going the way that it went.
It will get, bro.
Because this is the main idea about this KWC 2026.
Someone definitely put him
expanding
in
our family,
gunpoint for the
making
interview,
the
huh?
ecosystem richer and make everyone just to understand.
Bro
from
is
different
thinking
angles, with
finally it's
different
over.
heroes, with different
Bro, how
players,
is Sero
our game
stream
can
going,
become
by the way?
richer and
By
richer
the
and
way.
richer.
And richer also comes in the form of pick and bans, right? Where you have AoV heroes coming in. We've seen in that game just now, Florentino, permaban.
Yes.
Not allowing anyone to play it. That is a very, very strong hero. And then you have the things like Lorian, which has had an amazing performance coming in from Nunu. And we have yet to see Annette yet, but I was pretty surprised when Julius picked up the butterfly in that game.
Guys, do you think Annette will be picked? I don't think Annette will be picked. Who's the other hero? Flo fully banned.
I feel that specifically for the side of Buriram, they did better.
They definitely did.
At least
You know,
one
so
team
it's
should
the
play
pick
Princess
from
Frost
Nunu,
with that
right? This
skin.
is very
I mean,
important,
Princess
right?
Frost
If
is a
there's
pretty
low health,
popular
let's
pick
get it
now, so
poked.
they'll probably
But of
pick it.
course, let's poke the bear a little bit. Let's go to Isaac.
You know what? I am extremely excited for this game. I am really looking forward for match number 2.
Bro does
Before
not
we
want
do
to
that,
see
what about
that.
we go for a little break, and then after that, match number 2 is going to be upon us.
Match number 2, who? Come on, tell us. I think it's the match S8UL versus INF. Bro, yours is Pakistan, bro. I don't know how much time they will take. Your application will be processed by Pakistan. Yeah, Daji skin S1 is so good. And even better than that is that Mozi skin. This is fine. This is nice too. Momo as Daji is pretty clean, no? What do you guys think? Yeah, see that S1 is good. Wait, guys. I'm back. I just needed my table fan to be here to give some extra cooling. It will be better on She. Yeah, I think they probably chose Daji because more players play Daji than She now.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by play.
We were there. For every click, every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind. And we're here. Now.
So
the
this
proud
whole
founding partner of EWC. Powering the biggest event in gaming. Shoulder to shoulder with the world's best. Making history. Greatness deserves a stage. Lenovo Legion. Reach your impossible.
so that whole PC. Reach your impossible with Lenovo Legion, guys. Intel Core Ultra 9 processor. Bro, not gonna lie, this picture is kinda ominous. Hi Shivanayak. You have this laptop. Oh, wow, bro, is it good? I also have a gaming laptop, bro. That's what I'm using for streaming right now. Hello, Noxious. I'm fine, bro. I didn't see your message. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Okay, here we go, guys. We are back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the KWC 2026. We're live from Paris, France, and we're enjoying it and really liking the energy and everything that is going on right now. We just watched match number 1, and it ended up with Buriram United Esports making it forward into the upper bracket. Now, we're going to jump into our match number 2. For our match number 2, we're going to have two teams that we all have known from before. Influence Rage against S8UL Esports.
Bro! Second match is our match.
Just getting ready on stage for us to bring in here the main ideas and the main action of the game.
INF versus S8UL.
For these two teams, right, I feel for S8UL Esports, they are a very...
They are saying S8UL Esports. They are not
region
saying
as a whole,
S8UL.
right, where they just joined the region not new long ago, and then coming in for their first tournament is already KWC here in Paris, France. So, blam, if you were to look at S8UL, how would you rate them?
I mean, if there's anyone to give them a warm welcome, it's definitely Influence Rage, right? Obviously, we have had the Chalk BR teams here since 2024, but S8UL Esports, I definitely feel like they have something to prove, just like we just saw in the last games from Buriram United as well as Team Flash. This is now their time to shine, try and get themselves into the upper bracket.
I'm telling you, Mala, I think that these two teams are playing for
So,
completely
who's the other
things.
team?
And that is one of the beautiful about this. The people that you can see over there on your
RNTX is already in the upper
S8UL
brackets.
Esports, S8UL Esports.
So S8UL has to win this to go to upper bracket. Is he bringing a bag?
Onto the KWC with really golden letters.
Now, I don't mean to be
Meruam.
someone who would like to...
Wow, look at that. Oh, they have the import. They have the import.
Up here, which is S8UL. It's to learn as much as you can, adapt in.
They have the import, guys.
How far you can realistically go, because your opponents here, Influence Rage, it comes with Chalk BR.
Influence Rage is one of those teams that they're really looking forward just to show us that the South American HOK scene are real contenders.
Bro, why are they walking like NPC, bro?
For a long time, these people with
No emotion, nothing.
Up until right now, not yet a big tournament win.
Not big tournament winner, but if you look at them as a region as a whole, they've always been top 8.
Yes.
Like, that's a beautiful thing. If you've been to so many KWCs and you've reached top 8, that's very impressive for your region.
But we need to just kind of like just make that step forward, right? Like top 8 was a great first start, but it's been already so many years. We want to see one of the Chalk BR teams really make it to top 4 to make it to the finals. Wouldn't that be actually?
Yeah, this is lower bracket.
Exactly right.
So in that when they made that India qualifier, they told no, whoever wins it will directly go into the playoffs. But whoever loses, second place team will have to play few matches at the start and then qualify. So RNTX won that India tournament, no. That is why they directly went in. But S8UL has to play a few matches to go in.
You have players like Danny who left that roster here. So coming in towards this play-ins here, it's their stepping stone for a greater success.
Let's spotlight that.
Guys, what do you think? Do you think we can win?
When you think about Chalk BR,
I don't know about
you're
INF.
thinking about the same man, and this is gonna be a real good moment for Danny just to prove that, right? Like it's gonna be a completely new team, a new roster. Can he really
Marco
just
Pica.
play to the level that he needs to play in this KWC 2026?
Marco Polo, this Felix Serro always crying Marco Polo, Marco Polo, Marco Polo. I don't know what they saw in him.
This time around, obviously last year, he proved to us, he was like, right, we can be
I will try to master them. Okay, bro, try to master Florentino and Jing.
Well, we will have to wait and see exactly what we're going to do. Let's wait and see exactly what is going to happen. We are going to have Influence Rage against S8UL Esports. These are going to be the players. This is going to be the teams. Ken, Holler, what do you guys have in mind?
Right? I think that for this one, it really sets the tone of the rest of how
Hello,
the
wishes
Group
taken.
A is going to be. We saw
Hello.
the first 2 teams already, especially in terms of this AOV squads, but now a lot of pressure on both of these ones, especially for, I mean, is it Sol Esports?
You
like
say
who has
no,
more
early
pressure on them?
bro.
I would
Then
definitely
Garo,
think
bro,
it's
no
the
one
reverse.
picking
It has
Garo.
to be Influence Rage, right? Because
Garo was
we
never
have
picked.
players like Danny
Harley
or
is supposed to
Giant, we
be
like
the
call him.
greatest
He has
marksman.
experience in
I am
AOV
the
as well.
only one
He
who's
should
saying
know
Garo
what's
is good.
coming under the
But
covers
whole
of
world is
their
saying
powers.
Harley is good.
Yes, definitely
Where is
so. And
Harley?
I think that for him, in
We
terms
all
of
know
experience
Garo
on
won't
the
be picked.
international stage, he probably has the
But you
most
guys are
stood
like
out
Harley,
entire,
Harley, Harley all
both
the
of the
time, no?
squads here, right? So I think that for looking into this one,
Hello
Danny
Aizen,
is
welcome to
probably
the
the guy.
stream, bro.
And
Welcome
also,
back.
the history of this, when the Brazil teams came
Bro,
in, they got
Florentino,
first
Florentino,
place in their
Florentino, pick
competition. This
Florentino!
is
Bro,
S8UL's
it's not banned.
first
It's
ever
not banned.
international competition. Can they repeat the results as well?
What?
Let's see, because the first pick is going to be
Bro,
the
bro,
Zhang
pick,
Fei,
pick,
one of the
pick.
biggest
He's
tanks
very
in the
good
game.
against
This is gonna
Byron.
be really important because they have a lot of health pass as well as a
Bro.
lot of damage on the side of S8UL.
Good, a great, couple of picks to kind of set things up. S8UL, especially with this Flobo marksman, you're really setting things up for Keltizi to really get going.
Yeah,
He
these
wants
are our
that tank
guys.
that needs that range,
S8UL.
and Flobo marksman
The
hits
yellow
all
color
those
side
marks.
is our
Ooh,
guys.
this one hurts me. In
Bro,
the gut.
Guan Yu
I mean, we've
Loriana.
already seen this in the first
Guan
series
Yu
of the
Lorian.
day, and that's a lot of damage, a lot of
Florentino.
CC, more
Florentino.
importantly,
Florentino
because
can
2
destroy
seconds
all
is
3
a
of the...
long time in the honor of King's Wall. But add that in, we have the Guan Yu coming in for the side lane with the Zhang Fei. So what? This
Florentino
is like 4
jungle.
seconds of CC?
Okay?
Yes, a lot of control.
Florentino jungle.
I mean, with that Lorian, which you rightly pointed out, a lot of it is going to revolve around that. We were expecting going in, there was going to be a moment where Lorian would be insta-banned almost every single game. Obviously, very early. Second series of the day, and we've already seen it in the first one where it was completely dominant in that first game.
Yes, and of course, the biggest surprise to me is that they did not pick up the Florentino. So Florentino is open for the taking, but it will not show, right? Unless someone wants to play in the jungle, which shouldn't be the case. But with that being said, the Lapu Lapu comes in as the final pick before the second half bans come in. Now that's a lot of tankiness, a lot of physical and magical defense coming in from the Lapu's passive.
Yeah, I
This
think
is
Flo
gonna
will be
help
removed,
out
but he is
SA
there for this
UL's
tournament.
Draft so far. They have a Byron Mega Shields, and the Flowborn Marksman is going to be a very important pick here. He is a shredder on this team.
Definitely so. And there's a lot of tinky guys, so it's definitely going to be something that they're looking to do. Let KLTZ
Flowborn Marksman is very good against Guan Yu. Flowborn Marksman is just a good hero, that's all. S8UL versus INF.
The draft here, but now I think they need to really shore up, get more damage on the board, if you will.
Yeah, they definitely need to. My biggest question now is, okay, look, farm lane is still available for the picks
Early
on
banned.
the side of Influence Rage, but a lot of the useful ones, like the Arlie, Direnjia, as well as the Aoyan, the Lung, have been taken out. Lupan is great, but Lupan is very immobile.
Yes, definitely. That's a huge problem, right? Right now, it's about mobility, being able to kind of, when those team fights are about to happen, especially with the Guan Yu lurking around in the wings, Lapu is going to be looking to set things up himself with the Byron as backup. You got to kind of make sure you have the right angles.
It's so difficult. You know what hero comes to mind? I like the Garo. She does a
Yeah,
great
Garo.
job at shredding the shields. Plus 50%
Garo.
damage on shielded
Garo.
targets.
Garo.
That could be the answer here, but once again, mobility is an issue. They need help. Hopefully the Guan Yu, the Changfei, and the Lorian
Hello,
will be
hello,
the
Caddy.
assist
Welcome
and
to the
provide
stream.
the space needed.
Yes, and now with this Lady Jeanne here to kind of set things up for the mid game. Again, a lot of the stuns. This is even more pressure on KLTZ to perform. He goes down, they're going to lack a lot of
No
damage.
Florentino pick
For sure.
newbies.
And you know what?
So right now only Haya has 100% ban rate. Haya is the best hero.
Final portions of this BP will be influence raised. They're gonna set the stage. They need the jungler, they need the farm laner, and they need to be able to shred. They have the CC, they have the control, they have the movement as well. They need the final answer here.
My problem is I'm not a huge fan of this 4%
Jingle!
1 right? I think that, oh, okay, well, there you go. They're going to get to the back line. This is one way to do it. But I do think if we're talking about, overall team fights, they have a lot of control to deal with this Jhin that's going to potentially jump to that back line.
Okay, you know what? A mirror is broken. That's not gonna be a good sign here for the side of Influence Rage. But if there's any team to pull this off, Donnie in the jungle on
I would have played Flo in the jungle, pa.
Him play this hero too many times, but we also have Leffy on the channel. Can the Brazil squad bring themselves to the next stage of KWC play-ins?
I love
You have still time to change your opinion and become early main like Mia.
Danny, right? Let's set things up so that we ensure that we get a hero that he's going to love to play. It's going to be all or nothing in terms of just how this hero is able to kind of, get his farm and to do that damage. It's all in right now on the Danny train.
Okay, and we also, we had a very short moment with both coaches just
So we have the
S8UL,
import jungler
they predicted a
playing the Agudo,
2-0
the
scoreline
Chinese
for the
jungler.
series.
Okay.
So I want to see if that comes true.
So
On the
what
other
is
hand,
Meruam playing then?
Okaiba, he's
Meruam is
coming
supposed
in,
to be
there
the
is a
jungler,
big
no? So his
expectation.
role changed,
They need to dominate at this play-ins for the KWC 2026.
Yeah, and I think is Influence Rage, you want to be like, okay, hello, welcome to the international stage. We will smack you down. I think that would be best case scenario for them. S8UL, obviously, they want to perform. If they're able to take the first 5-10 minutes and get an edge, that would be a huge win in terms of confidence, morale.
Campa energy. Look at that shirt, bro. Campa energy.
But this is the international stage, and this is their first time on the international stage.
Right.
For Influence Rage, is the complete opposite. They have been here multiple times. They have experienced the tension.
Is
the
Jingdu?
energy
I
as
don't
well
think
of the
she's
crowd. I wanna
like
see how
she's
this affects
okay
them.
against any lineup
I
in
think
general,
that's gonna
but
be the biggest piece as we go to the second
it's like
series
an
of the
neutral
day.
matchup maybe
We're gonna go to game number 1 to see
because
if
it's
Influence
Agudo, two
Rage,
ranged heroes.
S8UL Esports, how they do this one,
Okay.
because again,
Do we have the
if we're
attack
talking
titan?
about draft,
That's
though,
the
who are you
question.
giving the edge to?
I actually like the side of Influence Rage a little bit more, but simply because there is a potential.
Oh
for
yeah, we
flashy
have
and
attack
very
titan.
confusing
Yes,
intense
yes,
moments
yes,
that will
yes.
be brought over to the side of S8UL. So if they don't know how to deal with this, S8UL might fall in this first game.
Yes. All about space. I can't
Chano
speak
again.
more of it because KLTZ is
Chano and Floban
He's
marksman are the
100%
top
are
two
they able to
marksmen
kinda
right
get
now
on
as
point.
far
He
as
needs
this
to stay
tournament
alive, ensure that he
is
gets as
concerned.
much
Like
time
so far,
with the solo experience
Chano
as he
and
can in this battle
Floban
lane.
marksman
This
are
is
the
what they
top
wanna
two
do in
picks.
terms of just kind of setting him up for success.
Easier said than done, because at this point, Chana with the Soul of the Wolves as well, it kind of dilutes the value of a Flowborn marksman pick, because yes, you can pierce your targets, but if they're all at different angles, you can't get the amount of wave clear speed that you want.
Yes, and now it looks like at the same time, Influence Rage, I mean, this if they're able to kind of limit what KLTZ is going, that's going to open things up for Danny, right? And if we're trying to talk about space, about who can really carry
Jing has
Danny
completed the
gap.
jungle, so Sagudo.
And the Jing is a
Wow,
big
look at the
picture.
pro
They need
play.
this lady in the
Jing.
mirror domain and dimension to be able to shine. And this is going to be the first big objective we're talking about, right? The goalie. Can they get the EXP and the goalie over to the side of Danny? Because if they can't, then S8UL, Kong is going to show him a world of hurt.
Yeah, Kong is definitely
Okay,
the guy that needs to
okay.
step up, right? Make sure I would like it if
Very
S8UL
nervous.
were to be aggressive and to take away some of those Azure golems, because you take away that blue buff, Danny's not going to be able to farm as much as he would like.
Yeah, and you know what? Farming is definitely going to be important. They're going to open it up. I don't think it's too
Kayan
much.
and
Actually,
Lunga.
Kong is really
It's
big.
pretty
He
easy,
goes
bro.
back
Just
in.
wait.
Not
If your
scared.
support
He's
is not
actually
helping
fighting
you,
wonders
just
because he
wait
knows
and
that reinforcements are on
let
the
the
way.
minions
Vega taking
come
most
into
of
your
the
tower
damage.
and clear
Yes,
it.
the leaping saber
Laning
just
is
to
not
keep
hard.
stay alive, but S8UL, again, this is what you want to do. You want to pick, poke, prod, whatever you can do, and put
Keledi
pressure
Jen
on
level
Influence
4.
Rage.
Lorian already level 4. Changfei, the attack titan is not level 4.
Flash away, Extreme just staying alive. Doofy had his back though.
Okay, so 2 minutes
Oh,
down,
1500
seconds
gold
to the
lead
flash.
though.
That's a good skill to take out.
For INF. 1500.
The ladies, and she can play from far, so it doesn't really matter that much at this point.
Definitely doesn't really matter. I mean, Extreme is the type where he's kind of like the secondary support.
I want to
He
play
doesn't have to
Chano.
get those items. Maybe you get the
I want to
benefit
master
of that, but
Chano.
they find Fury in the
Oh,
leaping series.
oh.
The shields are on point.
Nice
Fury
one
looking
though.
to slip
Ah,
away,
attack titan.
but now
Got
here's
you
Rage
from the back
covering
inside
the
destruction.
back. Tempest with a nice play, but Kong is going to go down. They find Extreme as well, and S8UL have to just limp away with 2 members down.
We are afraid of the Tempest Dragon. No, you need to be afraid of the Tempest Guan Yu. This is the one that hurts one more.
Yeah,
Bro,
flashing
I'm
away,
telling
just
you
trying to
guys,
just, again,
Guan
just
Yu is
pick
the
and
second
prod
best
with
clash
Lefty on this
laner
one,
right
who
now.
again created a lot of that space. Now this bottom T1 is under siege.
And this one hurts.
And if
Because right now,
Florentino
this
is
means
out,
he's missing
Guan
out
Yu will be
on
the first.
minion
It's
EXP
been
and
like that.
gold.
Oh,
This is
whoa, whoa,
not
whoa,
looking
whoa.
good for Kill TZ as well. Now we take a look at the goal lead, right? Close to 3,000.
Oh, nice little sun. Oh, Doofy finds Leffy. He tried to soaring signal back to safety, but he got caught out. The charge is just too much from Doofy.
What the
Not the kind of
comedy.
peekaboo that Leffy wants to. And you know, the fact he came from the left, that was great.
Leffy.
Guan Yu is second. Guan Yu is second, bro. Charlotte is third or fourth. And Byron and Charlotte can fight for third, fourth position.
Finding 2 members in the brush, but again, it was more of just impeding the ambush attempt.
Yes, it is. And right now, this laning phase is, I think, even Stevens for now, but the goalie is definitely in the side of Influence Rage. And 4 minutes, Doofy hiding alone here.
Oh, he's
Oi!
by himself, but there's 3 members that tried to go on. Good. This is great in terms of that spacing, right? Doofy took a lot of that damage, and now it's going to set up for this Tyrant. Oh, no. Doofy getting a little bit too low, the Raging Sea, but he's going to be picked
The
up.
attack titan.
Is too low himself, and they find 3 members. Influence Rage are starting to create that space.
Exactly what you want. The important members, they're all gone. The tank Doofy is gone. Kill TZ, your farmland is gone. Your jungle, Kong is gone as well. And S8UL, they need to find a recovery point because Danny has already secured the first timer of the game. 30 seconds in, not what you want to see.
It kind of started with Doofy, right? He was kind of initially
Guan Yu
fighting,
is
got a little
best.
bit too low, and when the
Without
actual team fight
Florentino.
was happening, he was kind of just taken down. You need his CCs, you need him to kind of cycle through his skills. Was not able to do it because it's just a little too low at the beginning of that fight.
I mean, he was just doing his job, right? He wanted to get the vision.
Guan Yu cannot be countered in a proper 5-man team. Like in a tournament setting, Guan Yu is too good. He was banned until now. First match, he's open and he's picked.
Difficult one to fight back. 5k goal difference is not something you can come back from easily.
I mean, it's 1K starting to grow with every minute that's happening, right? I mean, we're only 5 minutes into this one. Kong just trying to keep his Crimson Golem alive, or, you know, the buff away for himself. He does take that, but S8UL right now, they are absolutely reeling. They need to calm down.
Jing.
To get back into
Mikasa, wow. Oh, it's Mikasa. Mikasa and Eren on one team. Wait.
No assists, no kills, 2 deaths. This is not where you want to be at this point.
Do not. And
Missed opportunity for bro.
They've kind of,
Me.
you know, springboarded past that T1 mid to push them further back. S8UL right now, they're starting to group up.
Okay, so
together,
Mikasa
and
got
that's
the
a
blue.
losing proposition.
Yes, when it rains, a pause for this one because now the jungle is getting taken away.
Okay.
You don't get the EXP from the lanes anymore. You don't get the EXP. Here we go.
They dive on
Zing,
this
zing,
one.
zing,
Kong
zing,
who has
zing,
to
zing,
roll
zing.
on
Ah,
back.
not Zing,
Oh,
Mikasa.
the
Oh, Lorian!
pushback is unreal by Tempest. Miriam is solo himself. He's starting to
Guan
limp
Yu
away,
and
but
Lorian
Influence
combo.
Rage have already
With
taken a
Eren.
huge opening with 2 members down. They're going to take the bottom T3 as well.
Okay, what's the call here? Do we go in for more? Because there is no more Extreme, there's no more Kong. They have the 2 tanks left. Kill TZ actually right now is a very, very crucial positioning. If they can take Kill TZ down, there is no defense.
Bro,
There's absolutely no
Metri
defense.
bro.
He's the guy that needs to just do with the wave clearing.
It's a
He needs to get
distraction,
that
bro.
done. But again, if we're talking about space and XP, he's just overall, he's fallen really behind. Leffy has a 2-level advantage over him.
He also has a 2,000 gold advantage. It's 2 for 2 at this point, and you know what? 7-1 in terms of the kill score. It's looking all Brazil at this point.
It is, definitely so. I mean, they're taking everything. I mean, they can't even get to their own Crimson Golem because of the fact that they've been zoned away. Influence Rage playing this one phenomenally here as they've like completely zoned them away.
And they play this really safely, right? Both Crimson buffs, one on Fury, one on Leffy. The big pokes, they don't even need Danny to jump in. He doesn't have to take the risk.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, when you have Fury, you have Tempest, all of these guys that can be those frontliners, and Danny can just, you know, secondary initiate, which is...
Yeah, Meruam is playing Clash. Yeah, global ban pick. So next match, they cannot pick Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Guan Yu, Eren.
We meant the advice for new players.
Bro, Jing is using that. You know how Jing is engaging every time? Just keep watching Mikasa. Just pay attention to what Mikasa does now. She's using that like using that switching thing to go in.
The top T3 look at just like that. They're looking to take this down.
Yep, the fight hasn't even started, and they're low, right? The two pokes, Leffy getting those soaring signals in, Fury with the pokes as well. This is a hard.
High ground tower is 1 HP. It will go down. Top high ground is dead. Middle dead. Yeah, see how she went in. Yeah, they are waiting for Jing to go, Mikasa to go in, bro. Then they are all in. Look at that Jing.
They find Kong, but the crystal is open. They're gonna take it one down. Influence
Bro.
Rage up. Game number 1.
Big moments for the side of Influence Rage, and it was a rager. This is where Kaiba, the coach, wanted to have.
S8UL is India, bro.
Waiting for this moment on the international stage for a long time.
And now it looks like, I mean, they're going to be so happy with that, how that one played out. S8UL, on the other hand, kind of, you know, this is a bit of a wake-up call. It's not the end of the world. It's just one game, but they need to find ways to bounce back in this one.
I mean, okay, it's just one game, right? It doesn't matter if you lose at this stage that much, you still have a second life. But ideally,
almost one side beatdown. Why is it almost one side beatdown, bro? Why is it not one side beatdown?
Victory. It was an 8 minutes match. They came in and then just in a very supreme and very superior fashion, they came in and they took in the victory. Let's break it down for everyone.
First, Jing is engaging, okay? It's all Jing stun only. Jing will go hit at least 2 people. If Jing hits, she'll pull them all to one location. No, you guys know that, right? If Jing uses ult on 2 people, both of them will come to the middle of the ult. And then Guan Yu is engaging, Lorian is engaging, Eren is engaging. So it's Mikasa and Eren, bro.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there was definitely, we do have experience.
Who got MVP?
Of Seoul Esports, right? Obviously, we do have Kong.
Yeah, this time everything is perfect. Mage, marksman, support, clash lane, jungle, mage, marksman, support.
Influence Rage, Chuck VR, that's been going since what? 2022. There is a wealth of more experience there.
Why am I not surprised? What's surprising is they got 1 kill.
Here he comes in with the Jing pick. He's the person that opens the game over here for Influence Rage, right? Like they come in the 4th minute. The Jing, just the initiation over there in the blue zone. It is what makes everything just turn around. What about if we just go for a quick break? When we come back, it's gonna be game number 2 of this match number 2.
Poor Agudo. Guys, this is best of 3, okay? So next match, we'll come back. Because they won't have Eren and Mikasa next match. Eren Jaeger and Mikasa Jaeger. I don't understand this ad, bro. Why is it written this is not a game? I don't understand.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Qiddiya City, powered by play.
Yeah, guys, let's go and live in Qiddiya City.
We were there. For every click, every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind. And we're here. Now. The proud founding partner of EWC. Powering the biggest event in gaming. Shoulder to shoulder with the world's best. Making history. Greatness deserves a stage.
What's the prediction for next match? Next match, there is a chance we will win next match. Should have picked Anat or Fish. Yeah, Anet was banned. They are showing this is not a game. OBS bot. I saw this, bro. It's very, very good, but it's 30,000 rupees. What? What? What is this, bro? Alliance? Is that what type of company is it? Alliance. Let's see. Oh, insurance asset management. Insurance, bro. Health insurance. It's health insurance, guys. No. Flow was not picked. They should have picked the flow. முடிச்சு விட்டாங்க போங்களா. You need peak concurrent. Okay. Guys. Whoever, I'll put your live.
Welcome back. This is the KWC
Guys,
2026.
I have posted a link in the live chat. Okay. So, anyone, you know, everyone go to that live and watch this one match in that live to help Zero get some peak concurrent. So, they will be checking our peak concurrency after the end of the stream. So, most of you are both following me and him, no? So next match, do support Zero. This match.
Finals early game markers here. Yes, you want to play the double marksman composition like what Buriram did, but in the end, if you can't get the early game going, laning phase jungle, you're just gonna get sandwiched by that double in game.
Hello, Enyao. That was a great match, bro.
At the end of the day, like you need to be able to have an advantage if you want to play with that double marksman composition, right?
Absolutely. I mean, if you want to play with that,
Are very interesting to see. It's the complete opposite of what we play in rank and peak. Yeah, and peak players think they are semi-professional players.
Where's your space? You've not got it. If you don't know where to be, we're going to force you into that right place.
They did have at the beginning of the game, they had one opportunity just to take that first blood.
Yeah, guys, do help Seranix this match, okay? This match, everyone watch from Seranix side. I have posted the link. It's pinned in the live chat. Click on the link and do support Seranix as well for this match.
These moments here where you are losing not only by draft, you're also losing by team fights here. So it's really difficult for the players on the side of S8UL to realistically find a footing for those proper team fights.
There we go. Obviously, they need to find the proper team fights. I feel like Solar Esports, this
Here
definitely
we
need
go.
to kind of just go back to what they know. Trust Kong maybe lean into that a little bit more in terms of the experience that he has for the team.
Dofi.
But it's all there for them to show now. This is their showcase. Do they go to the lower bracket or do they fight for the upper bracket? Casters, they need to tell the story.
They're gonna have to just tell us the story of what is going on in here. Take it from here, lads.
Yeah, thank you so much as we go into game number 2 to find the draft. For me,
No Mikasa and Eren this time, by the way.
play on the KLTZ, especially with this flowborn marksman. I feel like you need to balance it out, right? I think that you can't put too much pressure on one guy. Everybody needs to step up.
Yeah, it needs to be a balance in terms of who gets the resources, how do we distribute the resources for this. And at this point, I think, you know what, at least in game 1, Kong, I felt
Crying and cursing S8UL. Bro, wait, let me see.
But time was not on their side.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have much time when this
Wait,
spacing is going to be
let's
completely
see that.
taken away, right? There was
Let's
that
see what they're
initial
saying.
fight where 3 members got killed right before the Tyrants. That was a bit of a
I'll open
disaster in terms of a start. You need to kind of come out 50-50. Maybe you contest.
Well played,
take that
India.
lead. They were not able to do so.
I mean, this is one of the things.
Okay,
They
let's
were
see.
pretty tanky, but they
Do you guys
only
want this
had
live chat to
2
be in the
points of
side or
advantage
should I
with
close
this
it?
right? One from the Gudo, the other from
For
the
us.
Flowborn marksman. So at this point, once again, we're going to re-explore the BPs. Tiempo is going to be a big pick. Zhang Fei is going to be a big pick. These are the big tanks, right? No more Lapu Lapu for them on the side of S8UL. I'm wondering if they
Yala,
want
my
to go
comment.
for utility roams
Your
instead.
comment didn't. Oh,
I think it makes sense,
ladies and
right?
dummy
I think
hero,
that for
no?
me,
Ladies and
maybe
too
let
good.
Kong not just play like the
Leave it
tanky style
open.
junglers,
Okay, okay.
but let him fly too. Let him play like the Jing, Luna, those styles, right? They are
Everyone is posting
aggressive,
game
let him
over.
play, again, use his advantage to create space.
Florentino,
Now, he'll tease it out
Florentino,
of
Florentino. Pick
Okay, I like the
Florentino,
idea there,
le.
but
Like
it's
what?
kind of
Just pick
difficult
Florentino.
position to be
He's
in
so.
because right now they're
He's
just
like the
gonna start
strongest
up
hero in
with
the
the
entire
Chicha.
game,
Chicha,
bro.
all
You
know,
guys know how
flex
to.
pick can
These
be played
guys
in the
know how
top,
to play
can be played in
flow.
the clash, can be played in the jungle. So I like
Mervam
this
can
movement
play
from
flow in the
S8UL.
class lane.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
why
great pick.
is he not playing? I
like
don't
the
know.
fact that you're talking about how flexible it is. It's a lot of mind games because if you're looking at the other side, it's like, oh, where is it going to be? How do we ban other heroes, understanding that it could be literally any of those lanes?
That's right, and you know what? Let's not
Dharma
even
and
consider the
Lapu Lapu.
difficulties
Chetanli,
because
they are
of
going to get
happiness
smashed.
first, right? And we have the potential of return fire on that ultimate on the Dharma as well, the truth mantra. So I like this.
Best
Lapu
clash
as
laner
well
for
as the
solo
Dharma picks
queue.
coming in.
Florentino.
This is going to be a very important pick because Tempest, I felt like he had a lot of impact in game number 1. Now with a
Okay,
Dharma,
attack Titan
there
and.
is even more
Oh,
to offer.
okay, they are
Just
picking this
setup
clash
after
laner.
setup, and he finds the right angles,
Zhuang
especially
Yu
like
or
he did in the
something like
last game
that. I
with
don't know
Guan
his
Yu.
name.
But if we're looking at the other end, it looks like they're going to go with the tried and true. The Zhang Fei, very traditional, but the Zhang Yu, your thoughts on this one in the clash?
I love this hero when he's on my team.
Okay.
Because with
Bro,
the slash, which is
Chicha is
ultimate,
the
lower your
marksman.
health, the higher the damage,
Please,
and you
Chicha jungle,
also get
please.
a mini stun
Not
from that skill
marksman,
itself.
please jungle.
So this is a positional objective on the side of S8UL, right? If
No,
the
no,
side gets
last
into the
match,
correct position, soaks
this
in
team picked
enough
the attack
damage,
Titan. This
returns
match,
it
this team
fully
is
to
picking
the side
attack
of
Titan.
Influence Rage, it could change the plane of the fight.
My only concern is Zhang Yu very slow, right? The Hegemon Slash takes like 3 business days to truly arrive. I mean, to actually hit that mark. But again, if you have other setup, especially with this Zhang Fei, you have ways to kind of mitigate and play around it.
I mean, okay, number 1, yes, maybe for some people it feels like it takes 3 business days. And plus, you're trying to get it on an Erin who is like a feather in the wind.
Yes.
Right? Very mobile, able to change directions at any moment. And within a moment's notice, that's the biggest thing. Now, the big question here is, can this Erin farm? Do they give the space for Leffy to get the gold in his pocket?
Yeah, and actually, Leffy, let's talk a little bit about him, because when he was picked up, it seemed like Influence Rage were able to kind of up themselves to the next level. They were able to kind of really just use his play and, you know, just solidify that farm lane to elevate this.
Florentino is banned. Then pick Alain.
The hardest workers in the room. So there's a
Tachibana
lot of
rette
good things
bayo.
that you can kind of see in the play of Leffy here.
Okay, so hardest worker. I mean, if you're paid fairly, then probably he's going
Okay,
to
Zia
get a
and
lot of
Direnji,
gold in
okay.
his pocket for this game number 2. Now,
Okay,
this
so
is the
Chicha
big
marksman.
part for the
Jungle,
side of
finally.
Influence Rage.
Okay,
Going
instead
up-
of marksman.
Wait, what is this? This is going to be a Ziya in the mid lane and a Direnji in the farm lane. The Chicha is going into the jungle.
Okay. We knew it was going to be flexible. And again, they might as well just flex it like that. But now you have the Zia, which again is one of those win more type of heroes. It doesn't do the greatest things at times because when you're behind, it feels like a really just tough hero to play with here.
Actually, I would contest that.
Yeah. When you're behind, Zia is good.
Well, right? And he can break the level.
When you're losing, Zia is actually very good.
Really goes late. Put that
Why
on
did he
Chicha.
say
Put
Zia
that
is
on
not
the
good
Direnji.
when you're
It
losing?
changes the whole situation of the team fight. Right now, you have to have many other considerations as well. Now, they're going to finish up the draft on S8UL's side. Or no, Influence Rage with the Nua. I like that. There's a lot of burst damage, a lot of mobility, very quick rotations from the mid lane as well. This could change a lot of things.
And actually, it's about that range. You have a huge the artillery bombardment from, you know, the next level or the next map, if you will. I mean, he's able to just stay alive. He's able to kind of stay out of harm's reach, especially when they have the Zhang Yu as well as the Zhang Fei. Both of these guys.
Noah, who picked Noah?
You know,
Wait, what?
I always think like that
Noah?
when I play a Noah, but somehow I find myself in the loving arms of the opponent team. So hopefully this doesn't happen for the side of Influence Rage. But this is a difficult position to be in because S8UL, they want to get into the thick of the action. They want to be face in your face.
Yeah, and I think that they need to play that way. They need
Okay,
to be aggressive.
let's see.
They need to give themselves a chance because again, I know that you like.
Oh, I don't want to see this
extreme
live
Zia
chat. I
as
want
more
to see
of a
it in
late
full
game
screen.
assurance.
It's
I'm
too
looking at it
small.
early game. If they falter here, he's literally just an old man. He's like a poor man's Gandalf, if you will.
Okay, well, the old man put some damage in here, and Danny, I like the idea, the aggression, but this is time wasted, right? If they don't manage to get the early rotations, this is going to cost them.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Danny here using that gold sharing.
Tachibana cleared the mid, now going into the jungle. That's how you should play him. When you're playing 5-man, don't do it when you're playing solo.
That was what was able to get that snowball going here.
Yeah, and more importantly,
Look
right,
at that, look at that, look at
also,
that.
They now have the information about which buff was started.
True.
So this is going to impact what they're going to be thinking about, right? In the next 90 seconds, how do we want to plan our rotations? Do we want to care about the mid lane, right? Right now,
Okay, nice,
this is free
nice.
HP that they're losing if they don't get here on time.
Yes. But look at how all three members, just like that, right? Influence Rage, all of them are like, okay, let's use that gold sharing. That wave is about to crash into the tower. So they've kind of, again, extracted as much as possible, sticking to a three-man posse here.
Okay, I like this, right? I'm just going to sidestep into the Hyper Roast. Revenant, Spark, as well as S8UL Esports will break the meta of HOK Global Esports. As it stands now, it's looking a little, new.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to be like where these teams are, especially when you haven't played against some of the levels of these teams who have been playing around for year after year, right? So it's a little bit, more of a kind of a free roll for S8UL as they kind of find their footing.
Oh, okay, okay.
With that universal law, which has been dodged
Okay,
out,
that was
great
not
get on out of there.
well coordinated by
But
Zia and Zhuang Yu.
Worth the exchange. It puts fear in the minds on the side of Influence Rage, right? This is a possibility you have to consider. Now, with that being said, S8UL.
Wow.
Ooh, killed easy. This one is looking a little bit uncomfortable. Leffy, you talked about being the hardest worker in the room. He is working really hard right now.
Oh, no.
He's looking for the first kill. He's going to take first blood right there, and that was a wounded fish, if you will. He's going to take that free food to go.
And this is a level 4 mana. There is something
Okay, attack Titan.
They can steal this away before the 4-minute Tyrant. This could be huge for the side of Influence Rage.
Actually, the way that they're disengaging is that, okay, it's about value, right? Let's just go to the mid lane. We don't need
Why
to go
he
50-50
came?
smites
Your tower,
and,
your gold.
battle, if you will.
Bros.
Danny completely giving that up, but
He
again,
gave away
just
3
trying
minions,
to
bro.
extract more farm
3
on this map
minions
as
are
well.
dying.
About 1.5.
There.
Yeah, what I'm curious about
What?
is at this point, have they frozen the lane? No, they have not. So Leffy actually allows the recovery of gold and EXP for the side of KillTC.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a misplay. I mean, again, I think that freezing it in that bottom
He-
lane would have been
he gave away
huge for
3
them, because
minions.
KillTC, that walk of shame all the way back, plus you're losing a lane, it would have been very difficult to find anything. So again, a little bit of a, misplay, if you will.
I think calculated risk at this point, right?
Okay.
So Goofy, that's the thing I want to really focus on. Goofy,
Zia is number 1.
game number
I
1,
also
got
really
lost
like
before
Zia.
fights,
But
right?
number
Now
1
they have a new
level?
one.
Yeah, I don't know which. Oh, nice push. Who's that, bro? Who's that getting smashed? Okay, that is Chicha.
As Danny takes that kill.
This is unfortunate for the side of S8UL. They need Kong to stay online. They need him to come up as soon as possible. They're going to stop this TP. 15 seconds cooldown.
Oh, Miriam just stopping the teleport, but there's
Miriam.
4 members of
He's
that
saying
team.
Miriam.
Is gonna sacrifice his life
Meruem.
just to cancel that TP.
Yep,
Is it
didn't
Miriam?
even
Really?
have his
Isn't it
ultimate
Meruem?
available. Had to burn the flash as well. And now 4 minutes is here. The Tyrant has arrived and Influence.
Why
Rage
he went
looking
and star?
super
Hi, Nan.
strong.
Welcome to the
And
stream,
Kong,
bro.
He's already used the smite. It's on cooldown right now, so they actually can't even contest on this one. Influence Rage are going to pick this up for free. Yes, they are around, but again, you're giving that one away.
I mean,
Okay, this
how
time
many
not
advantages
that
you
bad.
You get the
Gold
Tyrant,
wise,
you also get the
kinda
T1 at the
okay
top
only.
With the split push from Tempest. It's all looking good for the side of Influence Rage. They want to end the series here and now. Clean slate.
They're looking very clean right now. I mean, this is a huge lead already, 2.5 or so. Doofy's on back off here. But the way that they're, again, just taking stuff off of the map, the positioning of them, they're finding... Doofy
Attack
in a
Titan,
bad
transform!
spot. Take that free kill as well. The emergence potentially going in, but the Universal Law onto Fury and Danny, they are low.
No, but they don't have the long range finish. There is no one to finish the job here, right? And if they still survive, they get away, they're going to get back to full health. And once again, you find yourself in the exact same position. You have nothing to offer at this point.
Yeah, nothing at this point. And it's kind of a sad story, if you will, but S8UL, it's one of those things where, okay, this is not looking good. How can we get ourselves back into this game? Do we go aggressive? How are we getting back?
I think it really is avoid the fights, right?
Okay.
They have to avoid the fights at this point. They have to try and farm safely and also understand what rotations are possible. This needs to be done by Doofy. He needs to let the team know whether buffs are up, what kind of rotations are being made on the side of Influence Rage. He's already giving the vision.
Okay, but it looks like they have all 5 members. They try to
Oh, nice engage, nice engage. Oh, they'll get Noah also for sure. I don't know why Noah used flash. Like she was already dead. Oh, wait.
And now with that Raging Sea completely whizzing Keltizi, who gets back onto the tower. Doofy is still duking it out with Danny. Danny's
Oh, Meruam. Okay, he got away.
Wall, but they're going to dive the tower, and Mena not able to find Miriam in the end.
Okay. That was good. That was really good.
S8UL, but the punish coming in.
They got both mage and marksman. They lost their mage, but you know, we were in the losing position.
Now, Danny, recovery 4-0-1. This guy is a monster in the making, and there is no slowing down. 3,000 goal lead. Majority should be in the hands of Danny here.
Yeah, Danny is that guy, right? He is literally the guy in terms of just like when the team fights are happening, you got to get out extreme.
Push 3 people towards Chicha. Oh, he died again. Like mages. Bro, I really hate mages who die before everyone else, bro. Like, you're the mage. How a mage can die? How? A mage only dies because I don't know. Mage dying is unacceptable for me. Let's see what the live chat is saying.
Things were looking decent for them in terms of this comeback, but then Danny shows up and you're like, wait, actually, we are.
But yeah, skill issue, nothing can be said.
It's a difficult position to be in because if you take a look at the 2 main tanks, they're eating too much damage before the fight actually starts. Now, this was looking great for a moment, but look at how many spells they threw, how many ultimates they dropped down to try and get the 2 kills. These are the squishiest targets, and you have to use so many resources.
Yeah, they threw everything. But Danny, finding that backline, once he shows up, he's like that superhero, right? And he was able to find enough, and they were able to kind of take them down because of his damage. And again, Danny has been the guy. If he's nearby, you just got to run, if you will.
Yeah, man, this is the byproduct, right? Hang on.
Oh, they find Tempest.
They attack Titan.
Trying to control, but the Raging Sea's gonna
oh, nice.
Tempest, Doofy doing a little bit of work, but he's going to be whittled down by Lefty.
Oh.
Trying to focus him down.
That was a good fight too. Like in relation to all the other fights that you've seen so far.
Not only get the split push going in, quite a bit of damage on the T3, and right now they could be looking for more. Kong needs to move away. In fact, the rest of them kill TZ as well as Doofy. They have to be really careful with Extreme. Get away from this position. It's so dangerous.
Oh, so dangerous with Danny there. Mena getting a little bit low. The charge.
Oh, Tachibana. Oh, nice block by Noah. Nice block by Noah.
Use the healing too, but S8UL finding ways to get back.
I'll bake fried chicken.
You know, taking the fight to him.
4,000 gold difference in advantage to Influence Rage. Not bad for being in this position to try and hang on. 8.5 minutes. This is a Tyrant, the normal Tyrant, not the enhanced one. So it's still okay for the side of Influence Rage. Big question now is, what is the mental
No, 4K advantage is not that bad. Last match it was worse. I think they're playing better. Really, they're playing really well this match in comparison to last one. And Tachibana won't be very strong, you know, after 2 or 3 minutes. Chicha will be stronger.
To compound it into something much bigger. Miriam getting focused here. The creation blocks are going to do a little bit more, but not enough to take him down. They're under the mid T1.
Oh, Goofy.
All the stuns. Oh, they're
real.
He's getting
attack Titan.
Now it looks like Miriam tried to go all in, but Leffy finds him. Tempest is going to be traded away. It's a clash for clash. And now Danny, he's going to just back off on this one. They're going to be happy with that trade.
It's a full trade of resources as well, but the ultimates are
bro, why suddenly INF is playing ranked match?
But Doofy is so low. Doofy, I feel like he
look at this. Zia can easily clear, bro. Someone was saying Zia is not good when you're losing. Zia is very good when you're losing. He can easily clear the wave and stall the match much better than so many other mages.
I think the game plan is definitely there, but now, I mean, if anything, it's about that vision game. Just like understanding and tracking where the enemy team is.
They can't defend this. This is a T2 for free on the side of Influence.
Dharma going towards Chicha on the top.
Have the madness as well to get his ultimate off. So, you know what? Taking a team 1 at the top, that's the best they can do. I like it.
Yeah, you'll take what you can get, right, in terms of that spacing. I mean, Tempest is there. You'll kind of clear. This is a numbers advantage in the mid lane. It looks like
Oi.
trying to go in. Mena looking to duel on this one, and now
No attack Titan, no.
They find Kong. The burst is real, and Doofy too will fall. Kilteezy not able to pick off it looks like Mena. He's going to survive, but Kilteezy taking a lot of damage. Is he able to get away? That was a baby universal law, and Tempest.
Dharma.
Not quick enough.
He was looking good at it. He had the true mantra. He had the flash as well. I knew what was coming.
Nice.
And you know what? Tempest said, chill out, guys. We don't take too many unnecessary risks here.
Yeah, and
They are
now
getting
this
both,
Overlord
bro,
is
at the same time.
They're going to go for both at the same time. Very greedy, but when you've got 2 members down and this lead, I think it's okay for Influence Rage.
Yep, double OBJ. I love to see this.
They are
It
waiting,
shows you to
waiting,
what
see.
extent, like Danny, he's also making sure they don't have the primal bond. This is what you should do if you want a
Wow.
objective. That's enhanced version, shadow variants, by the way.
Yeah, synchronized, a big neutral taking, right? That was the perfect way, but again...
How did Eren die
this one down.
in last fight? He's full HP here. Oh, instantly deleted by Nuwa. Okay. Nuwa and Tachibana. He got hit by all the abilities of Nuwa and Erin. Eren versus Erin this match. Okay, now we have the attack Titan. He can shift now.
Not looking to give this up. They have at least the siege catapult. Do they have enough damage to take it down? They do not.
I mean, at this point, they have to trade health points for the defense.
Yes.
Right? And that's not a good situation. It means you fight unfairs. And Influence Rage, they take the T3 in the middle. This is going to open
Bro, for 1 second it was going very well.
Shadow Vanguard is in the bottom lane as well. Kong trying to deal with that Vanguard. That will slow things down, at least for now. Top lane, that was the big push. They take the top T3.
Okay, now Kong does have the Blood Rage. This might be a, the smallest of advantages, I hope, but S8UL on their last legs. This is the last T3. It looks like it's going to be taken down.
Yeah, Mena just walking forward. Miriam just getting slowly picked off. The Raging Sea is going to be committed. The shields are on point. And now with the head
Attack Titan. Cheats are going in there. Instantly deleted the attack Titan.
He will fall as well. They've taken the 4 members down. And now Kilteezy not able to do so. And it looks like Influence Rage are going to take game number 2 in this series.
It's a critical hit.
Upper bracket secure. Now the strongest teams have made it work in this part of the
Now our
game.
team will go to lower bracket. S8UL will be in lower bracket.
United Esports.
Yeah, and I think that they're going to be super happy with that result on this one. Influence Rage coming to play 2-0 very quickly, if you will, but that
Too
was
easy.
looking
Bro,
like a
Frosty,
team
you
that
should
was
have been
on the
there.
next level here.
I mean, they said they were ready for the international stage, and Kaiba said they wanted more, and this is exactly what I want to see out of Influence Rage. Good start.
Very good start. It couldn't be better, right? But at the same time, S8UL, they had their moments. Let's not discourage what they did. They were able to find it out, but again, just too much Influence Rage in the end.
Yeah, I mean, this is their first international, right? So this
No. India will go to lower bracket, not eliminated.
Get to go to the international stage as a training ground, you know, right? But first major event, you're in Paris, right here on the big stage. This is going to be an important lesson, and they need to recover fast.
Why? What happened, Verse? Verse, what happened? Why are you so emotional?
So if anything, right now, you got to just kind of shake things up and get back into it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for match number 2. Influence Range is going to be the winners. Influence Range is going to move forward in the upper bracket, and today they're going to be playing against Buriram United Esports for that first ticket into the group stage.
And the both of them on how they exactly played the series, it was very, very similar in a very
One India team is already in upper bracket.
And also the
RNTX OP.
Rage, where they choke out their opponents through map resources, force them to take uncomfortable fights.
Our guys won't be happy, bro. I wonder what's going on in the live chat of the official Hindi stream. Shall we go there? Let's go there.
Group A slot into the group stage. That's going to be interesting because it's really hard to predict who's going to win out.
Of course, no, but before we jump into what's going to happen into that
IN. Where is IN? Yeah, wait. It will be in that here. Here.
सेकंड रहे थे इन्फ्लुएंस रेस तो एक और चीज़ है कि काफ़ी समय से वहाँ पे प्रैक्टिस चल रही है काफ़ी समय से एक ग्राइंड कर रहे हैं जैसे हम बात करें कि 11 मार्च का दिन था जो हमारे लिए यादगार था, लेकिन उससे पहले जैसे ग्लोबल लॉन्च की बात करें तो ब्राजील लॉन्च
The
वगैरह सबसे
stream is
पहले हुए थे।
slower. Wait, what?
उनको सब कुछ सिक्योर कर सकते हैं एंड वो आराम से
Oh, okay, okay.
आगे आया, इनको
Slightly
पता था
slow,
रीजन
maybe.
प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा। दैट्स व्हाई सीधा डाइव इन किया था रीजिंग के साथ, वो आगे जा सकते हैं। टेनी वहां पे मौजूद है, लेकिन फ्यूरी ने अपना काम कर दिया। म्यूरियम डाउन हो चुके हैं, ये बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है। कौन को डाउन करने में कामयाब हो जाएंगे? अल्टीमेट फॉर्म जरूर मौजूद किया है, लेकिन डबल किल के साथ फ्यूरी आगे आ चुका।
It's a distraction, guys.
की कोशिश जरूर की थी,
It's a
बट दिक्कत ये हुई
distraction.
थी कि
one turret down to the bot side, but were some actual, like, there were some good things here for Soul, right? They were trying to set up the team fights, obviously there with Doofy, but it just all fell apart. They
Flo
were
is
able
not
to
that good
close
in
here on the
tournaments.
side of Influence Rage.
And I like the fact that you pointed out, like last year, it
Flo
was
is the best,
Danny
bro.
here employing those utility junglers, those tanky bruiser styles. But
I think they are afraid to play Flo. They don't want to mess up. On that day, Senpai was telling no that RNTX Senpai, he came to the live chat and we were talking about Flo, and he said Flo is very high risk because if you miss one S1 in team fight he is useless. So that is why, you know, people are hesitant to pick Flo in tournaments.
Different here from Influence Rage, and I mean,
Like if you are really if you are really confident, sure you should play Florentino, even if it's tournament. But they are not confident. Even he was not confident. He himself said no Flo because Flo is too risky. If I miss S1, it will be over.
Up tomorrow to try to keep alive in the tournament.
These are professionals and know how to counter Flo.
Right now, Mara got
No,
Danny
bro. Bro, Flo.
Everything that
Bro,
just happened in this game.
it's very hard to counter Flo than it is to counter some, you know, Guan Yu or something.
Influence Rage, congratulations. In both games, you were amazing. But you know, what really struck out to us was
Her
game number
outfit
one.
seems
You
very
finished
weird,
it
bro.
in 8
Like-
minutes.
like-
You did not allow your opponent to get any objectives.
What
or
type of
any
dress is this?
tower.
Like it's
So what was the key to having
it's
this
like
level, high
it
level of
feels
map
like it's not
control?
properly
I think it's because
fitting.
Like,
Like
the matchup
I don't
against
know.
them, like we have a lot of
It feels like some school
experience,
uniform.
So the difference between us and them, like in this series, I think, is the experience. So that's why, like, we just smashed the game like in 8 minutes because they are new in this game, right? They are playing like for 3 months, I think. So yeah, in the second game, I feel it's gonna be like the same. It was to be the same, but yeah, we made a lot of mistakes.
But it was great that you're also acknowledging the experience of your opponent. And what we also noticed was that for every pick, before every objective, you got a pick. And how important was it for your team to have this level of aggressive play style, to have such a convincing win?
Yeah, this is the style that we like it to play also in Brazil. We are an aggressive team, so we like to fight a lot. We like to invade. We like to fight like for everything for the TPs. So yeah, this is the style of our region, I
I'll
think.
ask, okay.
So-
I'll ask why they
That's
didn't
the
pick
difference.
Florentino. I'll
And
ask
with
him.
that, fight, we're gonna see another one later on. So Influence Rage, your team, will go up against Buriram United as our 5th match of the day. And we want to see
I'll tell you guys
and hear
why.
about your
I'll tell you guys
honest
exactly what
predictions for that one.
they think.
I mean, Buriram United for sure.
Yeah,
they
they'll
are,
run
like,
away and
a
keep
really
distance,
great
and
team.
that's all
They
that
are
matters.
also
No,
champions in their
like,
game,
see,
so, yeah, I
bro,
expected that
I
series gonna be,
agree
like,
with
a
you that
really
they know
good
better
series,
to
but
counter
for sure we are
Florentino.
ready with
Sure,
Kenny a lot,
but
and
they know
we are in
better
my
to
house
counter
right now
every
in
hero.
Tokyo,
Like,
so we're
let's
gonna
talk
win
about
and we're
Guan
gonna
Yu.
to the
Same can be
group
said
stage.
for Guan Yu,
Let's
no?
invite the viewers to support
Like
you
when
later.
Guan Yu is coming, they'll all
So
build
thank
slow
you very much,
items. They'll all
guys.
have
You
might
guys are
buffs.
supporting our team a lot.
They'll
You
use
guys are
their
sending
stunts
messages
properly. They'll
every
counter
time,
him. Like
so
for
yeah,
every
we're
hero, they
gonna
will
try our
counter.
best in the
But
next match, and we're
Florentino
gonna
has
to the group
immunity
stage.
to
So thank
CC,
you
and
very
he
much
is
and
the
keep
strongest
support us.
clash laner.
Danny, as always, you're amazing. Once again, congratulations, and we'll see you for the 5th match. You heard it from Danny, and now we're going to hear from our casters. Lead the Gorge.
With total class and an amazing sportsmanship feeling right over there, Danny just breaked it up on what it was. Like once upon a time, there were the teams
Yeah,
that had
Florentino is
months only
allowed.
of experience, and
I have
after
texted.
years and
Okay,
years of clashes,
I'll
they
tell
have
you
gained
guys. If he
experience to
replies
right
now itself,
being the ones to lead the gorge, as Mara
like I'm
always would
asking
say.
why
Ladies and gentlemen,
Florentino
we're
is
gonna
not
jump
being
into a
picked.
short break, and after we come back,
Like
we're gonna have our next
actual
game that is
reason
gonna have Nonshin Red
why what
Force
they think
and
about
OG
Florentino
Esports.
and whether it's not good. Because in the first 2 matches, Flo was banned. In these 2 matches, Flo was not banned, not picked by both the teams. I think it's skill issue only. Like they are not confident enough in their Florentino to pick it. I think that's the only answer. They have been practicing with Guan Yu, they have been practicing with Byron. So they are like, let's play the heroes that we practiced instead of playing Florentino. And the first two teams, you know, the first two matches, first series, Flo was fully banned because both the teams are AOV teams. FL and Flash Esports and Buriram Esports. Buriram United. They are both AOV, they banned Florentino. So that should explain. They know how to play Flo well, they banned it. These guys don't know how to play Flo well, they are not confident in Florentino, so they don't pick it or ban it. OP skin, bro. I got the skin already. I think hands down the number one skin in the game for 400 tokens. That skin can be a legendary. Same like last Alien skin. Last time Alien EWC skin was there, no?
Becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kidia City.
Kidia.
Powered by play.
Guys, like get a house in the Kidia city, okay? Florentino isn't good for team fight, only 1v1. Let's see. I am not an esports player. You guys are not an esports player. I've asked an esports player. Let's see what he thinks. He has already said S1 is the problem. They are risky. It's very risky. The only explanation he gave was last time when I asked him. He said Flow is very good, but one S1 miss means it's over. So that's why we don't pick it. He didn't say Flow is weak in team fight. Flow is only good in 1v1, nothing like that. He said, in team fight, if I miss my S1, I'm dead. I'm just standing there. So that is why I don't pick Florentino, he said. Bro, salary. USA picked Florentino and swept Mexico. Wow. USA and Mexico and esports.
Welcome back, ladies and
MOBA.
gentlemen. This is the KWC 2026. We're going to jump into our match number 3 of the day. Group A
Bro,
is
guys,
already done. We're gonna move
wait.
to the action
He
in
cannot
Group B.
wipe out
And
teams
who do we have
himself,
over there in Group
but
B?
he is
Two
much
teams that
better
they do not
at
need
fighting
any
than every other
introduction.
warrior in the game. That is true, right? He doesn't have CC
Against
like Guan Yu
OG
or Lubu
Esports.
or
Before we actually jump back into
Lubu and Guan Yu have very good CC. Florentino is not like that. Florentino is very tanky because of his healing constantly. He's almost like Byron, but he also can kill. Like he can survive for a long time. He can do 1v2 comfortably. Like if it's just two, if it's jungler and clash laner, he'll do 1v2. So you're having that hero. You're focusing only on that 1v1 aspect of him or dual potential of him. That same hero entering into a team fight, he is equal to 2 heroes, bro. Like in terms of being strong. So you're playing like 6 versus 5. If Florentino is in your side and if you are in the team fight and Florentino keeps hitting his S1. If he keeps hitting his S1, it's like, it's unfair for the enemy team. It's like he's too strong, he's too fast. He will get the kills also. And also, if Florentino goes into team fight, that's what I'm saying. For us, it's like that. For me, it's like that. I play Florentino a lot, and whenever it's after 10 minutes, 11 minutes, when I go for team fight, I die. Okay, I engage, I die. But these guys don't play like that. You guys are only focusing on the enemy team of Florentino. Think about Flo. He also has a team. His team will also engage. It's not. Why are you always thinking Flo versus entire enemy enemy team. It's not like that. It's Flo and 4 heroes against 5 heroes. If you think about it that way, then it's fine. Nobody is talking about Flo versus 5. You know, 1v5. Then he will get deleted. No, only one match for S8UL India today. Flo can build full attack items, full defense items, and still deal so much damage. Okay, where are these players from? Philippines? No, not Philippines.
Right? But these numbers keep changing.
Maybe Philippines.
OG Esports, as they walk their way to the stage, can they find the confidence to break Nongshim Red Force apart?
And to talk about this specific roster, right?
Why are they so dull?
Different players.
Someone laugh, bro. Someone smile. Smile.
And dive deep in towards it. Chris, their coach, he was top 8 last year with Bigatron by Vitality, and Dao with OG top 8 as well, and Neil also Bigatron by Vitality. So you actually have a lot of players coming in towards this.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of talking about Flo versus enemy team, talk about Flo's team versus enemy team. If you look at it that way, everything changes. You have a very strong hero who also has 4 good teammates. That is dangerous, no? More dangerous than any other clash laner. That's why I'm saying. Flo will get deleted in 1v5. But if it's 5v5 and there is a Florentino in the middle, that is deadly. Yeah, India matches are done. We can change this.
4 months since their last gameplay, but for Nongshim Red Force, they represented Republic of Korea back in Asian Games qualifiers, and they look amazing here. So it's about available information versus delayed information that has been not available for quite a while now.
Illuminati.
We have seen OG Esports already, like they have had a little bit of
RNTX, no, RNTX directly qualified to upper brackets. So, not bracket. I think they qualified to playoffs. That is the advantage that they got. They can directly go to playoffs, no? But because they won the Indian tournament. So, what did they say? Whoever is the winner of the Indian tournament will directly go to playoffs. That is the head start that they get in EWC. The losing team will have to fight their way in the brackets to go to playoffs. Since RNTX won the Indian tournament, they directly went to playoffs.
So I'm wondering if he's gonna take what he has seen just now.
Yeah. Hello Fangitis, welcome to the stream, bro. I was not streaming for 10-15 days because my friends were all here. Zero, Felix, Osias, Demetrix, Caddy, everyone was here, and we were just playing, and since there was no room, like we were not able to keep this properly, like the laptop table, since it's a small room and we had to accommodate 6 people, we had to move everything. The whole setup was changed. My bed was changed to another location, and yeah, the whole setup was gone. We were having a lot of fun and we were going around, but can't stream. OG versus NS. Okay. Semi-finals level. Oh wow, Caddy is here. Hi Caddy, buying immortality. Super flow brawler.
It's up to the players to be able to execute the
we all came here.
And I feel like the hero pools, I want to just pinpoint into the jungle.
Cricket match, they went, bro. Now only I am here. Everyone left me all alone. For 10 days, this room was full of people. Now there is no one except me.
I feel like Nongshim Red Force, at the very least for Haku, there's one specific hero that he doesn't have in his pool. Jing. Which Dao 100% has.
Okay, maybe we won't get to see the Jing though, because I think Dao is more comfortable on the Luna.
Yeah, okay. And yeah, both junglers are pretty comfortable with the Luna here. We've seen highlight reels from them back in their KME, KMW days, so maybe coming in towards this draft here, Luna might be one of the specific picks to look out for, but in terms of the traditional drafting style, I still feel that Pei,
3:30,
these are definitely top tier, and then the AoV hero starts coming in. Florentino has been banned in almost every single game, and we have yet to see a single appearance of it, and every time there is a Lorien, it has been showing amazing performance thus far in this tournament.
I like the fact that it's 0% show rate for Florentino, but it seems to be 100% win rate, if I'm not wrong, for all the Lorien games we have seen so far, right? So the moment you pick Lorien, you win the game. Let's hope that that stat continues because I want to see more long run games. It's really interesting how they use that total of what 2 seconds of CC. It's an instant.
2.5 seconds.
And towards the specific
Someone was
Lorien,
telling
right,
me
yes,
that day.
they seem like
Yeah, I
very
think it
strong
was
at
Zoro
this.
guessed.
I have it
What
right
he
now,
told
tier
was,
0.5 to tier
bro,
1.
like,
Tier 1 is really good that you can pick it in the first
you know,
phase.
I,
believe
I
in
asked
a
how
longer
long
series
is the
format
stun of
between
Lorian,
5
and he
to
said
7,
2.5
this hero
seconds.
year
And then I
has
was like,
got almost
2.5
100%
seconds,
on ban. Now,
that is too
what
long.
kind
And
of
then he's
heroes
like, why are
counters
you so
Lorien if you're
surprised,
based
bro?
on my conversation with some of these pro
Princess
teams,
Frost
they
also
mentioned, right,
2.5
hard
seconds
engage
only.
like My
But
Sure
Princess
Newly,
Frost,
hard
this
engage
very
like
small
Kwanzaa, for
S2,
example. These things are
and
what
you
can
can dodge
actually
it easily. Lorian, you can't dodge. He will be
Yes.
tracking
And
you.
one
If
of
you are
the
running
special
that
points
way,
to
he will
bring
send it that way.
besides the mid lane
So
command
it's a big
support,
range
we
also.
expected him to be picked up
So
quite a
having
lot. It's
one
also
freeze do
a
2.5
part of
seconds
Rogue.
and that big ability do
on
2.5 seconds
the
is very
Rogue
different.
side, you know, we talked about Kui coming into play in this meta. I have not seen a single Kui today. Can I please be blessed with one game?
This is so lonely.
I feel
This
like
got
Gray,
no
I will definitely 100% want to see it here, and if it's
This is
anywhere,
so
it's definitely going to be
lonely.
here
Like
because
that you're
Namu
saying.
has picked it a lot of times before in clutch games. But Isaac,
Lonely.
I really look forward for the Quay, man. Like the Quay is one of those heroes that I just
Oh, this
enjoy
got no
so much
baddie.
watching. Like the
This
ability
got
that it
no
has, like the way that they
baddie.
use
That's
that
the
hero
saddest part,
with
bro.
the hooks. But well, maybe they
Of
will
being
let
lonely.
us watch it.
This
Maybe
got
one
no
week.
baddie, bro.
Holler, Nora, let's take it from here.
All right, thank you so much, Isaac. As we go into, of course, the third series, this one has been a lot of hype, especially when we're talking about the play-ins. And my name is Holler. With me is Nora. I'm so happy to be here with you on the desk. But your thoughts on these two teams?
Well, my thoughts on these two teams is that it's kind of like a deja vu for the EWC last year because they actually met up against each other last year in the group final for the first round, and that was a 2-0 goes to OG. So again, this time Nongxing face against OG again, first played in EWC this year, while they make their revenge on OG.
Oh, is it revenge?
Bro,
Is
anti
it
Sigma
bad
wa.
blood? What? How are the? I mean, going in, the rosters
Yeah,
are
yeah,
slightly
yeah,
different
yeah,
from when we
yeah.
did see them in that rematch, right? But I think that at the end of the day,
Yeah, I
OG
already have the
still
Princess
without
Frost
doubt,
skin.
which we know is
Everyone
gonna
who
be the
has the
strongest player for
Princess
the team.
Frost
They've
skin, put
leveled
your
up, I
hands
would
up,
say,
guys.
with Omchorus as coach. I like OG in general. I mean, the fact that they got here, I think it was a little bit of a surprise, if you will.
Yeah,
Florentino not
well,
banned,
I feel
not
like
banned,
they are
but they won't
definitely
pick.
like a jungler
These guys
core
are afraid to
playstyle.
play flow,
So
bro.
this time they definitely will put a lot of strengths on Dao Dao again, since he already got like 12 MET.
Oh wow,
METs
see?
back into the springtime.
Look
So
at that.
definitely,
So many
yeah,
people
in
are buying,
time,
have already got
maybe
the
Nongxing,
Princess Frost
they
skin.
were kind of restricted.
Guys,
the
by the way,
heroes,
I didn't
on
hear
the
the
side
audio
of,
when I was playing that
OG.
Princess Frost skin. Do
And I
we
think
do
that
we get that
Nongxing was the
song?
other side. You're talking about jungler. Let's talk about the other
Do we
side.
get that
Taco,
song in
right? He
the
also is a very aggressive one.
in
I don't know
the
in terms of like level if he's the same
animation,
level as
hall
Dao
animation?
Dao,
Do you get
but
the
he's
song?
still, I would
Oh,
say
flow
the team
band.
success revolves around his play, correct?
Yes, I totally agree with you. So
I
I
was
am
wondering
looking
if we
forward
get
to
the
see
song
like both
or
assassin jungler
you know
pairs
in Alain's
versus each other. And
in
jungler
Alain's hall animation for
for
that
the PB
EWC
phase,
skin, you get
actually
that Invincible
ELC
song
might
now.
well
I'm
be the first one that
invincible.
goes over
Just let
to
them know. I can show you
Nongxing
all
Redcliffe.
the glory
While
I
Illusion,
hold.
he's definitely
That
gonna
one.
be the shot caller of the game.
Yes, and actually
Lorian.
this is one of his signature
Lorian again.
heroes.
Yes.
He will almost always pick this one because again, the Mai Shiranui, there are
Bro,
many
Lorian
reasons
seems
to
to be
like
the
him, but
best
he's
mage right now.
also about that
But in
tempo.
our
And
ranked
Illusion
match,
loves to
nobody
play
picks
these
him.
types of mobile, high damage type of mid laners, if you will.
Yes, I feel like he's always gonna pick.
Oh, okay.
every
But
time, each
but that
game.
Princess Frost skin
But
is better than
Lorian
legendary
is
skins,
so
bro.
popular right now so far in EWC, and it's actually doing well.
Yeah, it's actually done very well. It's funny
Wow,
because
thank you, bro. Prince
it's
L.
been available
We are on
in
same
the
wavelength, bro.
qualifier, but no
GG,
teams
bro.
were really willing to pick it. But we've seen it time and time again. Every single series, it's been first phase picked. It is incredibly strong. I mean, even in my own ranked games, the Lorian hero
Lorian
absolutely
guide video.
destroys. So, I mean, seeing it
You
on
are
the
the
big
one who
stage,
asked
your
in the
thoughts on this?
comment, huh?
I feel like
But Lorian will be
because
gone
it's
after
kinda
this
new,
season now,
so,
bro. That's the
teams
annoying
and
part.
also the players need time to get to know this
Like
hero
Flaw is going,
more,
Lorian is
throughout the
going.
game,
I
and
don't know why
also
Flaw is
because
going though.
its
See,
long
at least for
attack
Lorian,
range and
okay,
also the
they didn't
versatile
change the
damage coming
appearance.
from
They
this
didn't change
Lorian,
the
so you can
voice.
see
They
both
didn't
players
change
in the
anything.
lane
For
game and
Flaw,
also
they have
versus
changed
map.
appearance. They have changed his voice, his dialogues. But they are even giving him a nerf. But they are going to remove him. Like how it makes sense? If you are actually going to remove him, why change everything? Why go through all this effort? Hiring a voice actor, recording new voice.
Well, I do like the Irene pick.
Hiring animators, you know, making a new appearance, all that for one season, huh?
I would say Nongxin Red Force is looking for a very well-rounded composition for this
Agreed,
team.
agreed. And I think that it's funny because they see the Arlie. They know that, you know, on the other side, it's going to do definitely its own damage from a hem.
Yeah.
But the Aaron has kind of risen in popularity in terms of like a counter. It has that like homing missile, if you will. But
Yeah, Wiz got that baddie.
Play. But your thoughts on the Aaron overall?
Yeah,
Arlie has been picked.
Aaron is kinda like
NT.
a safety pick because Arlie, yeah, definitely you can manipulate this hero in a more artistic way. But if you know, just go for
Guan Yu.
small mistakes and everything might just fall off.
Haya
because
so
of
far,
Arlie pick.
100% ban rate, bro. Haya is the best mage. 100% ban rate.
Because you know that if they're going to jump on top of you, you have that Razor Calvary.
Yeah, if there is a vote, I don't think. See, the server has more people who hate Florentino than people who love him, bro. Maybe there are some people who will vote for him to stay because they thought it's a temporary hero and they didn't learn him or didn't practice. But once they think there is a chance it might become permanent, they might start liking the hero and they'll start voting for that hero to be permanent. But I don't know, like all these Malaysians and Chinese, like they try to do 1v2 against me, 1v3 sometimes and get destroyed, and imagine what they'll be thinking. Sometimes, you know, these Wukong players, yesterday in Zero's stream, Zero was playing Florentino, and then there was one Wukong who tried to attack him. The Wukong had 2000 more gold. Flo just danced and finished him off. Flo had like 70-80% health. So that guy and all will immediately go and, you know, not vote for Florentino. He'll be like, fuck this hero. He killed my Wukong in 1v1 when I had 2000 more gold. So like more people are hating Florentino because of they fight him, they try to do 1v2, 1v3, they lose, all three will die, and then they are like, fuck this hero, ban this hero.
Who are you giving the edge to?
Well, it's very hard to say actually, because for this Kaiser pick, if he really do this Kaiser well, you know, when the Kaiser is using his ulti, then he can actually block a great amount of damage dealt by this Ambrosia and also by this Irene.
Okay.
So if he play it in a wise way, I would say I would put my money on OG this time.
Okay, you're gonna put money down. All right, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not here to gamble, but I think that I do like the idea of the draft.
No, Florentino is not laggy at all. Florentino is exactly the same.
You have so many guys to like CC. You've got crowd control.
Haya is very good against Florentino, yeah.
So it adds a lot of, you know,
Diochan can counter.
But if we're looking at the other side, the Nongxin one, for me, it's about this Ambrosia and the Ying.
Yes.
Are they able to find some of these, the squishier, like the Lorien and the Arlie here?
Well, I think like the Impic, the main point about this Impic is trying to get her eyes on this Guan Yu and try to block Guan Yu away during the team fight.
Okay, all right, we're going to find out. This is the third series of the day, game number 1, OG Nongxin Red Force, who will be moving on to the upper brackets in these play-ins. Incredibly scary, and already we're going to start with a little bit of action in this mid lane here.
A lot of skirmishes can already be seen in the mid lane. And actually, I'm really curious about how strong that Group B can be. Because we've seen all the matches performed by Group A, and it all end up with a 2-0.
Yeah. So, I mean, Group A has been nothing but 2 zeros. I will find out in the next, the upper bracket in terms of just who's going to just kind of move on with that. But I think for me, Group B is the group of death, I would say, in the play-ins. I think the teams are a little bit more on a different level. Not to say that Group A are bad or anything. It's just that the competitive level is much higher, I would say, in Group B.
Yeah, I feel like players are more experienced.
Yes.
Who's this handsome man in the thumbnail?
It looks like
That's me.
For me, obviously,
3 years ago.
But it's not a really like an assassin style. So he's going to be looking to keep him alive, and I think that it's more of like a protect composition, if you will.
And the shortage about this Kaiser pick is that it's not that efficient about his farming in the jungle. So that might cause a little bit problem in the early game of OG.
Okay.
It's nice to see Kaiser, Ying, Ambrosia, rare heroes.
You're like, okay, he has to have a good game.
Well, Umbrosa definitely Retail, and also he's the new one to Nongxing, right? Compared their roster to last year, so I'm looking forward to the synergy between Retail and also Haku.
Jawline receding. It's just, bro. It's that if I shave and if I trim properly, it will be like that.
You have to play on the international level, like right away. It was a lot of pressure for him, but it looks like Rattel and Namu right now are really gelled with this team.
Yes, and you can see like how aggressively that Retail is playing right now. Because as I said, a lot of players thought like Umbrosa can be a great counter-attack towards this Guan Yu pick.
Surge gets knocked off against control, but the shields are on point. Namu with the pushback onto 663, who takes some tower shots, but he too will survive. But OG, I like this aggressive play.
Yes, and because it's a Lorian, he can actually win the lane of the mid, so he rotate down.
Okay, new Lorian combo. Use S1 and then turn on the ult and then dash towards the ult and then again next S1. So that will make it so that you use your ultimate from so far away, like so much distance you are covering.
And also Umbrosa can actually support to his team members faster than this Guan Yu around 4 minutes mark.
Okay. And I think in terms of these team fights, with like Illusion and Rattel,
The jawline is still there.
really kind of create a little bit of chaos, especially on this back line. And so Ihans and Dao Dao, they need to be on point. They need to ensure that they're like the perfect security guards for like a Hem and Neil at the end.
Yes, and also they need to guarantee the vision is pretty clean for this early around this 4 minutes.
Yes. By the way, what role do you play?
Wow, mid.
Okay, you're mid. Okay. Are you a Mai?
Well, I
player?
could, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Or I can be the Xiao Qiao.
Okay.
Like simple, but...
Yes. Excellent.
Ciao, ciao.
But now, in terms of this like mid-game matchup, right? I mean, the Mai on the one side, the Lorian, like how does Neil deal with Illusion as a Mai here?
Well, I think Mai can be the first hand to, just open the skirmishes. But for Lorian, you need to make sure that you poke enough and then use your skill 3 to dash in.
Got it. Okay, so it looks like the setup has been there. I mean, this 4-minute Tyrant is about to be started.
No. I don't know how you guys look now.
Not looking to fully contest here.
You are all probably Gen Alpha Mogus.
For both teams to just rush the dragon because the damage out is definitely not enough. They need to scale up a little bit more. So they are a little bit
How old are you guys? Like, what are you guys doing? How many young people are here? How many people of my age are here?
Okay. But it looks like they're going to start the Tyrant here, and they want to put the pressure onto Nongxin to have to sort of react. The Tyrant getting very low. The Umbrella Outburst is not enough. They've already taken the Tyrant. Hem will take that one out, and now Dao Dao is
No kills, nothing. Just got the Tyrant.
And Nongxin left wanting.
Well, you feel like OG, they have their own pace, even though we haven't seen any
Attack Titan
right now yet. But you can see like they're waiting for Dao Dao coming into this camp and try to guarantee the dragon for them in the early game.
Yeah, the spacing was actually on
25, 18, 21, 22. Okay, so you guys are actually Gen Alpha. So which year? It's better if you tell me the year. Which year? Year of birth.
True. And now Nongxin on this other side, like we knew it was going to be close, but the net worth is still in favor of Nongxin of all things. But now Laser Cavalry, they actually find him, and Haku trying to get onto the tower.
See, they shouldn't have done that.
First blood is going to happen elsewhere as Namu does fall, but Dao Dao fighting 1 versus 2. They're going to continue with that, but OG taking the bottom T1.
That fight was not good. How did they expect to get Shirani and Ying? They can just run away, no? I don't know why they decided to take that fight.
Actually huge, right? Taking down Namu and then taking the tower. OG right now, that is a
Gen Z,
that's going to open things up in terms of spacing. Nongxin right now they have
2003, 2001. I am 2000. Okay, I am 2000.
One thing I haven't seen too much is that he's not
2003.
rotating too much. He's kind of just sticking with it.
So Fang, he's 2008. Fang, it is 2008.
Minions coming into the mid lane. Dao Dao is always being there, so it's always going to be a 2 versus 1. So
Boan is
really get control of the mid lane.
Oh, the nice pushback. The ult was unreal by Namu, but he's going to be whittled ult. He's going to be focused down. Ihan's not able to find the right target. OG, again, they're trying to fight, but they can't find the right target.
I mean, like a nice ulti down by Namu, but the problem is that not sufficient for the burst out damage coming out from Notion, because we mentioned about how
Just look at the gold, guys. Exactly the same. Gold.
You can see after the skirmishes happened, actually the positioning is not that well for Notion.
Yeah, they weren't able
2005. Buon is 2005.
Yeah, they had to run. They couldn't really take that team fight. But that
Oh, 2008 to 2010. So the only Gen Alpha who's here is Fang it is. So we are all Gen Z, yeah?
Alright, now into the top lane they go. OG, they will
I feel like playing Ambrosa now, but
the biggest factor for me is that how the game is going to go is based
I'm
on
not
the
very
two
good.
T1s. Both of them are still standing. Net worth is literally neck and neck.
Yes, and also the split push might be very important in the middle game.
Yes. And now it looks like they're going to be aggressive here. 663 with that bitter farewell.
Lorian ulted.
Back to safety. He will be
Ult
fine,
missed,
no
but that is fine.
You got to protect your jungle as much as possible here.
You can actually feel like Notion is trying to make something happen, but the problem is that you can't find their target appropriately.
Yes, you can't find it at all. I mean, Dao right there, he was not able to take the Azor, couldn't even attempt to go for the smite because it was hidden away in that brush. Too dangerous for him. Dao is just looking to stay alive.
That's true, that's true. And also, like, OG, they are separated and they are making things happen simultaneously.
Yes.
At the top, at the bottom. So that kind of just makes some trouble for Notion.
Yeah, and that's the spacing, right? That's how good teams are going to play, because they're going to put pressure from all different angles, and like what side is going to actually crumble. And I think that OG have responded correctly, I would say.
Yes.
All right, now
Attack Titan.
Golem is going to be taken away. Dao looking to go in. He's a little
Lorian?
He's going to be pushing.
What is happening?
Neil gets a little bit low. He's trying to stay alive on
Guan Yu. Low.
Hans is looking to run away. Ahem is going to sacrifice his own life.
Erin kills NT's favorite marksman.
Looks like it's a 2-for-1 thus far, but 663 so low, he too will fall. Siri gets that pick off, and he's going to get under the tower. They turned it around. It was just bait, and they find Dao as well.
We thought like Notion might fall apart after the attack happened, but the thing is that Siri survived throughout the team fight and dealt like sufficient burst out damage to this team. And this might be the turning point of the game, I mean.
That was definitely, it's looking to be like the tipping point, right? I think that if you're not able to kill Siri, why are we fighting, right?
Yes.
I mean, Haku, it's going to attract a lot, but again...
Where is Erin in this fight?
Like nice controllability coming from In this time. He actually guaranteed that Irene could be in a very safe place at the first beginning. So you can see like no damage actually is dealt to this Siri. So he can play in such a comfortable way. And everyone just played around with Siri and just pushing forward.
And it also didn't seem like Ahem was finding Siri, right?
Yes.
Like he needs to just focus on him. Illusion and Haku are a bit of a problem, but you gotta leave Rattel and Namu alone. Those are the last guys you need to take on down.
Sure.
All right, now it looks like we've kind of entered the about the 10-minute mark. The Shadow Tyrants, the Shadow Variants are going to be spawning now, but with this
Marksman is the main target, guys.
Is this going to be enough for them to take over this game?
Well, I feel like 10 minutes mark is definitely going to be their pivot, because enough equipment that we can see.
She stole the blue.
For Siri, so they're like playing as a bodyguard around Siri right now. You can see that the position is quite decent, and they try to guarantee that Siri will be put into a really comfortable setting.
Yeah, that's not easy to do when you're able to kind of, again, just create that spacing. You said it was like the bouncer, the security guard, and it did a really good job of, because OG could never find an angle to even contest. Very smartly played by Nongshin there.
And if you are looking for a door opened by OG, I would say put Ehans under the spotlight, because Guan Yu might be the only person can make that happen.
Yeah. But if he's able to find that perfect Razor Cavalry, they could completely shift this game into their favor, right?
Yes.
They have
Yeah.
that chance.
Too
So
much
it's a
on
never
Guan Yu,
say die
but
attitude. Assuming you're
it's
able to
hard
find that right angle.
with Guan Yu, bro.
Now it looks like the Umbrella Outburst just on the side, completely whiffing, but they find Illusion. That's going to be picked up. 663, he's going to fall as
What?
well. And now Dao trying to focus it down. They find Rattel, who's got a secondary life, but he's been pushed under the tower. He will survive as he flashes away, and here comes Haku off to the side.
Guan Yu gave away his life.
Go in, but he's going to sacrifice his own life. Dao not able to find it, and again, Siri survives.
Siri survived again, and he's definitely gonna be the hero of Nongshin this time. I mean, like, everything just kind of seemed optimistic to OG, because Illusion is a little bit harsh in that play. But the thing is that
Yeah, their
once
mage
OG
went
came in,
like
I
an
feel they will
like
now
a
have some advantage, and then the target was Ambrosia. They didn't really pay attention to Siri. That's a problem for
Yeah,
OG.
Guan was also targeting Ambrosia. Ambrosia just ulted and ran away.
I'm tanking this. I have that secondary life. And it just played that one perfectly in the sense of just like absorbing all of that so that the rest of them can do that damage. Siri again staying alive with this.
True.
All right, now it looks like OG have to find a way to again find like an avenue back into this game. It seems like OG right now have their number.
And I feel like OG really need to, you know, be more careful to Siri, and also Ehans need to be at the back.
Yes. Yeah, Ehans, it seemed like he was going in, but the fight had already happened. It's better when he's kind of coming in, sweeping them into your side, so you have a much easier chance of just like taking them all down.
True.
All right, now OG on this side. It looks like, again, they're still grouping up, looking for that angle. Nongshim not giving anything. Even Siri playing very aggressively up front.
And do you guys see the positioning of Ritel and Haku? They are trying to guarantee that each bush, there's no one ambushing in that place.
Smart. That's what you need to do, because the only way you lose this game is...
Yeah, I think Lorian can turn this whole thing around with one proper ult. If Lorian and Kaiser can connect properly. Guan Yu is doing his best, but oh, Kaiser, don't die. Oh, Lorian nice ult, but what is happening?
The bottom T3 gets taken down. Nongshim, I think, are going to be happy with that.
Okay.
I feel like the way that how Nongshim is
See, the mage keeps dying, bro, again and again.
OG, like he's sacrificing himself and trying to make sure that everyone just put all of their efforts onto illusion.
He has the lowest gold, so he's just jumping in, doing something and dying. All the others have gold. 9,700, 9,900, 10,900. So everyone has gold. So Mage doesn't have gold, so he keeps on diving like that. It feels like he's diving without any purpose, but maybe that's his purpose.
Exactly.
All right, and now it looks like if we're talking about damage, Neil on this Lorian, this is why we were talking about it in the pregame, in the draft.
So damage, in terms of damage, Lorian has done more than Erin. Wow.
Tyrant getting taken down, he's a little bit low, but Haku gets the smite. It looks like he steals it away.
Attack Titan engaging directly on 3 of them.
Dao was on the run as well as the rest of them, and they find 663. Rattel has been doing some serious work as they get the knock up on the Dao.
Kaiser dead G. Kaiser dead G.
The invincible warrior? Yes, they are, as Rattel slices them down.
It's gonna be a killing spree, and Weekend's minions are actually on the way at the bottom, so I feel like Nongshim is ready to close out the game.
Yeah, they're looking to go, but they want to pad this.
Hey, go on, clear!
Stay alive, but they're going to take the crystal, and Nongshim are going to strike first. They're going to take game number 1.
Such a great game played by Nongshim. You can see like they
Wow, this is the type of shit.
They fell behind in the early game, but they're just wait for Siri to scale up and just play around Siri and just pushing the game into the end.
Yeah, it looked like a very
Yes, this is the type of shit, guys.
But in the end,
1 second.
It was like, find Siri. That's the only thing we need to do. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Siri in this case? We take him down. We got ourselves a chance. Unfortunately, OG, we're not on the same page with that.
I'm back.
And now it looks like looks like that's going to be it for game number 1, but let's send it right back to Isaac here.
Nongshim Red Force, it is actually done in here. Taking that victory, it is going to be an amazing performance for them. OG Esports, on the other hand, they had the advantage at the beginning. They had a couple opportunities to turn the game in their way, but they were unable to actually take them right now.
Yeah, it was much of a stalemate in towards the early game where we see, like, I think at the 8-minute mark, there was like barely any kills and only 1. And when it mattered the most, we see, yes, OG finding a good team fight. At the start of the team fight near the 8-minute mark, they got like 2. But then they overcommitted, and then they made a good trade into an unfavorable one, pushing it back to Nongshim Red Force favor here. And then, I like how both our casters mentioned here.
Look at the gold.
You don't get the game. Siri and Rattel,
7,200, 10,400, 10,500, 12,100.
Make the play happen, set the crowd control down, and he can rest in peace. And other than that, Siri, Rattel, they did a fantastic job in this game number 1.
Yeah, he used his life to trade for the benefits of the side of Nongshim Red Force.
Yes.
And this is where, look, that rise in gold right from the 9-minute mark, this was a huge moment because Nongshim, I mean, like I said before at the start of the day, I feel like these two teams, regardless who wins, they're going to break my heart.
I won't be streaming, bro. You can tell Zero.
But the way that Rattel play in this game, this Ambrosa is a pain in their neck. He's so hard to kill already. He's overfarmed. He's pushing OG into the corner. And yes, a Hem comes out, gets a couple of surprise kills. But what good does that do?
OG will win the next one now.
Cannot finish the job.
Nanshin Red Force came here. They took the lead at the 8-minute mark, and then all the way until 14. They pushed and pushed until they took the crystal. Right now, we're going to go to a little break, and then as we come back, it's going to be game 2 of this match between Nanshin Red Force and OG Esports.
Not retirement, bro. This is not a game.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower.
Saudi Telecom Company, STC.
Being built to supercharge it. Qiddiya City, powered
Saudi
by play.
Telecom Company, STC. Yeah, none get a house in Qiddiya City, bro. Qiddiya City. Get a house. Middle finger. While you were begging to him, he said like that, bro. While you were literally begging. I hope this is not copyrighted, or I have to keep, no, throughout the day I have to remove all this music. Bro, people are always like this only, bro. When they have power, they will do stuff like middle finger showing to people who are powerless, especially people who are like water boys. They won't give salary and instead they'll give you the middle finger.
Welcome back. This is the KWC 2026. We're gonna move into game 2 of the game between the match between Nongshim Red Force and OG Esports. Well, I am really excited about this KWC 2026. Not only because of the game.
Siva, do you want to apply for being water boy for Ceramics? Sometimes he will give you the middle finger.
Yes,
but
and this is the one that has newly dropped the Heaven Beacon Princess Frost skin. I am a Princess Frost user. Okay, I'm gonna brag a little bit.
Oh,
46 in Asia.
46 is just pretty good.
That was the highest I could achieve.
That's so pretty
Once
good.
upon a time.
You leave that into old news. Okay, talking about this upcoming new news though, you can get it from July 30 to August 8, where you can bargain for a lowest price and then get it later on with tokens there. So remember to get it, check it in the in-game client kit. But we are here again today for the second game coming in from OG Esports and Nongshim Red Force. And judging from game 1, they're pretty neck and neck, but it comes down to the key moments where, so far, Nongshim Red Force has the clutch factor over OG.
I want to really highlight the fact that everything in here is high stakes, because whoever that loses here is gonna have to play tomorrow against the loser between Deep Cross Gaming and Blacklist International. You
wait.
don't want to be on that match with no lives left.
Exactly. There is no more
Oh,
extra
wait.
token down here.
Then
you don't get
tomorrow-
one more slot. Yep. You have to do it here. You have to do it now, and you have.
S8UL has a match tomorrow then
This
against
not only gives you the first benefit of
FL
winning, it
Esports.
also gives you a second
The
life in
loser
the
of first
second
match
part of the
and the
play.
loser
If you
of
want
the
this
second
to
match
chance. And look, the synergy between
have
the
match
Nongshim
tomorrow,
Workforce
maybe?
players has been this
based
is a
on what
fact,
they just said.
better than the OG synergy.
And we were talking about it last time, right? Where OG Esports, yes.
Shiva, how are you in Sivagasi and you're saying for real and you have
to the side of
your brain rotted?
This is the thing. Nongshim,
People in not Sivagasi,
okay. Sometimes
Coilbatti.
start slow,
People
and
in
when they start
Coilbatti
slow,
are
they
having brain
are
rota,
so
bro.
good at actually packing that punch and going for those important games. Are we seeing it back in KIS4, and are we going to see it today against OG?
Brain rot
Ready
has
to
reached
see more because they
Coilbatti.
definitely need to bring, with the guns blazing at this point. They need to step up. OG needs to be here.
Nanshin Red Force has been on the grind non-stop in different tournaments this whole year, and it's really showing right now. Like the way that they have been playing, it is up until right now one of the better teams of today. What do you think, Nora?
I think definitely, yeah, they are playing very good, and also, as we said, they are playing in such a patient way. They're not in rush.
Very solid, and I think that they've grown up quite a bit. I think that we're seeing the next level of Nongshim. I mean, yes, they've done very well in terms of these internationals, but seeing them now, especially from the Asia Games qualifier to now, I think we're seeing them even rise even much higher.
Exactly, and also we mentioned about the differences between the rows. About their lineup compared to last year when they competing in this EWC. And to Nongshim, actually they keep the same jungler, mid laner, and also the marksman. And you can see like they are doing very well in the first game. But as for OG, there's only Dao that hasn't changed, so it might cause a little bit problem onto that.
So that was why there was a little bit of a surprise, if you will, because Dao was that guy, and then the rest of them just found that groove, and then that's what I mean. They beat they overcome Visaka, Kagendra, all of these different teams that you were kind of thinking they had the edge over OG.
True.
And so OG was surprised, and the fact that they snuck in as that third and final slot, I mean, that was a huge surprise there.
And also because of they came from actually different teams, so they brought different understanding towards the patch, even though they're playing the same game. And that's the reason why maybe they should, just came up with a more easier composition to execute. For example, just build up a composition around their Nahum, or take some assassins.
Okay, well, it looks like they're going to go with a Florentino. This is going to make things incredibly interesting to go into this one. It looks like the AOV heroes have kind of shined thus far in the entire day today. And picking that one first, I think.
Hi Nasrullah. Yeah, you are right, bro.
Down 0-1. Let's pick this one out. And
No, biscuit சாப்பிட்டுட்டு இருந்தேன்
I
Gary.
always like to see Florentino be played by those players because Florentino can be
Florentino.
so good
Haya.
in the game if you can do it well.
Devara.
Looks like the other side. The answer to this one is
Devara.
also a new hero, and as well as the Haya. So this is going to be very interesting. Let's put it into the Mirage. Let's isolate and kind of
Let the dance. Wait.
Yes, and just cut Florentino
Let the
off
dance
of
begin.
this team fight. And that's the reason why
Let the
actually
dance
OG
begin.
is respond this Haya with this Aguda pick, because Aguda's ulti can actually just trigger it out of Haya's ulti. It can just drag out of the distance down by Haya.
Not
So
that
it can be a very decent counter pick towards this Haya.
Yep. Okay. And
Yesterday, Sero picked him for fun, no, bro. In Super Flow Brawl, Sero picked him for fun. For fun, he picked it.
Of course, the Lapu with that Raging Sea, they're going to look to line that one up. So again, if anything,
Giant minion,
has to burst that hero down potentially.
Yes, and the point is how you're going to play against a Haya pick is that you need to make sure that you can guarantee the space out of Haya's ulti, because there's only 8 seconds for Haya to use his ulti to block Florentino away. So this Lapu is kind of saying
Bro,
that
Devara
OG
is okay.
going to,
Don't mark
initiate the team
Devara.
fight after Haya used up
Let's see, bro.
her ulti.
Yeah, and I mean, this draft thus far from OG, the Florentino, the Agudo, and the Lapu Lapu, really,
Ayo bro, Devara.
very well-rounded. He has a lot
Okay,
of answers
okay,
for
they
the
will
first
play
two picks.
Devara. If anyone can play Devara well, it's Esports, guys. Okay, so let's see and learn. Let's see, let's watch and learn. Then maybe I will make one Devara video after copying their gameplay.
I
Okay.
would definitely go for Zhangfei pick, but since this is a global pen pick, so they already used that up. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult for a Nongxing. What is going to be their support? It's gonna be such a great question because they need to make sure that they can contest Lup outside of this highest outie.
Yeah, so for me, I
Archie, highest Archie,
Archie, Lapu Lapu, and the Lian Po, because they're generally the same or similar in terms of playstyle of like that big team fight, right? When the things are happening. So I always looked at, okay, the Lian Po definitely a potential, but they could go. It looks like they're gonna go with the Didia. So
Oh, they are picking all these heroes to counter Florentino, bro.
Maybe will be a Kaiser paired up as a jungler on the side of Anas, Nongxing. Because
Now they'll pick one more marksman, and Flo will not have a very good match. Like all these ranged heroes,
I mean, if you're looking at the other end, this
it's kinda like I won't like to play Flo against this. Oh, Ata, okay. Now I like to play.
But are there too many eggs in one basket, or is the Florentino and the
Yeah, Chicha is quite good. Yeah.
enough damage here?
But I think like the damage is definitely enough. But will the gold be enough? Because like there's too many cores in this composition. Like Agudo need time to scale up Florentino, and so does Flowborn Marksman and also S8UL. So how you're gonna allocate your gold is gonna be the biggest question to OG this time.
100%. Too many mouths to feed, right? That's definitely a problem here. But it's like somebody has to sacrifice, right? So I think that going into this one, when you have heroes that are very greedy and hungry and all of that, you have to make sacrifices. So how would you prioritize? Like, who is that one guy that you're like, okay, he needs to get farmed, everyone else less so?
Well, I mean, like to this patch, mid lane is always gonna be the one who's gonna sacrifice. And
Okay, let's go. I'm going to make a video out of this. Let's see. Florentino being picked in the tournament, and Devara is also being picked. So let's see how it goes. Let's reduce the volume of this a little bit more. Okay, so Haya is there. Haya is very good against Flo. Okay, Ata directly went to the Clash lane. Okay. Okay, so what type of gameplay is that? Jungler usually comes to mid lane to share and then goes to jungle. But Ata came to Clash lane and then went to jungle. Agudo almost completed her entire jungle already. Okay, let's see how Florentino does combo. Guys, show Flo. Let's see if he's. I mean, he's probably good. Playing him in EWC. Lady Sun is not being picked at all. We have to notice that. Flowborn is picked the most. I am the one who is always calling out the correct OP heroes. Everyone was like, when I said Flowborn is OP, everyone came to that video and started saying, bro, Flowborn used to be OP. Okay, he used to be OP when his S2 was better. Nowadays, his S2 got nerfed. Nobody is playing him. Flowborn and Chano are the top two farm laners they have picked in this tournament. Flowborn ult is too good. Helping Devara to clear, but Flo at level 1 is also weak, no? Flo level 1 is also not that powerful. What are they doing? They're just standing. Oh, just look at that. They're standing right outside of the vision. Exactly right outside of the vision. Look at how big they were. Oh, I think that is because of that spriteling. They show Florentino doing the combo, guys. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Let's see. When he comes to the fight, let's see. Oh, Florentino engaged on Devara. Yeah, everyone is excited for Florentino. Look at the top. Show the top. Something is happening. I want to see.
Interfaces to kind of, accentuate some of these games because again, both of these squads, we knew that this is probably one of the more competitive series going into today.
Exactly, and they already got several titles in their own region. So Nongshin is actually the runner-up from KNL, and OG is the third place of IKL Spring 2026.
Yeah, so I mean they're not the top dog in their region, but that's why they're in the play-ins. But I do think that when we're talking about the international, like
Okay.
Dao is always a staple. The Nongshin side, generally speaking, you'll always see them as well. So both of these squads understanding what is at stake, continuing on in the play-ins, never easy. As again, you lose twice, you're out, man.
And also speak to the players. Actually, Haku and Dao, they can be like
Haya is hiding. Haya is, and Florentino is very aware. So far until now, this Devara guy fully standing inside his tower. Suddenly he got the guts to come out. Probably because their mage is here. This happens even in our ranked match, no? Like, okay, 2v1 in the top. Very aggressive on Florentino. Florentino engaged, I think. Show there. Florentino engaged. Okay, he's in the mirror. Oi. Move the first.
This team fight because we can see Florentino is under
Florentino dead.
He was like a 1-2. So OG instead
See. They got the tower. They got the thing. They got the dragon and they got the tower. See, this is power of Florentino.
I don't know if that was the greatest trade, but at least he got something on the way out.
I feel like he's saying like, you are looking for a trade. I'm gonna go for the trade.
See, Haya as a mage was not able to come to the fight.
But like because of the sacrifice that Siri made, it's kind of like even up the pace of the game right now. But OG, because of the
everyone is always talking about Flow 1v5, but how much pressure Flow is bringing to the enemy team whenever. Okay, nice.
That's the biggest problem, right? And then the fact that like there was a whole other fight elsewhere, but then like Ehan's, he's like, I'm stuck in with you, can't go in, and then you come on out of this one, and you have reinforcements there from the Nongshin side. And it's
He did well. That's all we can do there. Haya taking him. Yeah. So you can't fight him 1v1. It's very hard to fight him 1v2 also. It's because it's Haya we were able to do that. If it's not Haya, then you can't even do that.
Capitalizing on that extra space, they have even more members.
Haya is only going to use her ultimate for Florentino. So now it's the job of the remaining 4 to do something because it's always 1v2 against Florentino and the mage is committing to it. Not some support. It's the mage committing to help against Florentino.
Exactly.
So the one who's supposed to do well is the team of Florentino because
like you can see the positioning of Dao. They are trying to guarantee the priority of the mid lane because they are kind of afraid of Illusion's Haya right now because you can see like Haya is hiding his vision. Like on the side of OG, they don't know where Illusion is.
Yeah, they don't know, and that's a problem, right? He's like the boogeyman, right?
Funneling Devara. Let's see if Devara gets funneled and if Devara does a lot, it will be interesting to watch too. This match is for both Florentino and Devara. Because one, I want to see Florentino being played in competitive. Two, I want to see if Devara is actually viable. These pro players can make him viable, no?
This is added further pressure, but they actually
find
Namu, who's playing with fire. He gets caught out. He gets
she's dead.
The ghost ship is not enough to keep Illusion alive as well. OG finding.
See now everyone decided to come towards Florentino's side and they push and Flo gets a kill. The marksman also got a kill.
Yeah, and no chance. I mean, I think it started with Namu getting a little bit out of position, thinking that he was safe with that heart link. But when you're bursted, you're a very squishy roamer, right?
Exactly. And you mentioned about the shortage of Nongshin because of the idea need someone to pick her up, right? And what the position that Namu was.
Why he used it that side?
Far away from neither Arta or Haya.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why the idea is such a great hero, right? It adds all that mobility, plus you can kind of backpack on a teammate like you were talking about. So you have a lot in terms of what she can potentially bring. But now with this 4-2 kill score, it looks like OG have gotten a slight edge. I mean, in terms at least of momentum in this game.
Yes, but actually, if we scrutinize the goal difference, you can see like
Oh,
Retail is
the urge to engage there, but Haya is there.
well, Retail use this
She will break our entire... See, the problem with Haya is, as a Florentino player, when we engage, you use your ultimate and engage, and then Haya will come and take you in. When that happens, your ultimate will run out. Okay, that immunity, CC immunity will run out. And then when you come back, everyone will have their stuns ready to use on you. That is the problem. Going there is not the problem. Being taken there is not the problem. The problem is losing your ultimate and coming back and getting stunned and killed.
That's the reason why we mentioned about the level up who will be the pick for OG, because they are waiting for the team fight after Illusion breakout.
Yeah, for Flo it's very good because it gives him more damage for auto attack and also slows down the enemies, no? So he can do combo better. Dragon's Rage is also very, very good. The one thing is, NS doesn't have a very reliable marksman. They have Chicha as the marksman, as the farm laner. So Floban with the 2-0 is also... I think what Noxious said is going to happen. Probably OG will win this match. We'll see the third match.
I think that he's kind of leaned more towards the Haya as of late.
Haya also did not get banned, no? So I think this is the first time Florentino got picked and Haya also got picked. Until now, Haya had a 100% ban rate. When they decided to pick Flo, they didn't ban Haya. That's weird.
Can do the spam push first, but they need to make sure that they want the team fight won't initiate by Haya without this Agudo.
Okay, and now using that Agudo as you're talking about with that wild growth, taking the bottom T2.
Flo?
Nongshim have no answers, but they
Flo got taken. Flo got taken. Show us. Oh! Oh, Flo in the dimension. See. This is the problem. Like, he can do a lot, but then they take him away and then they gang up on him. That's why. Exactly what I said happened. The problem of Haya. When he comes back, he won't be immune to CC. There will be some gap, you know, that animation to take you in, drop you there, and Haya will be running away. You can't immediately start doing the combo on Haya, no. As soon as you start doing the combo, Haya will go away. So if you keep doing combo, you will be immune to CC, but that won't be allowed to happen. They were in the middle of all that. 1 HP run away. Nice ultimate by Lapu Lapu. But they did 4v5, bro, without Florentino.
Nice control on the side of OG, but the problem is that they got numbers in deficit, and that I would go the credit to
Yeah,
Illusion.
late game Chicha won't be half as good as Floban marksman.
Outnumbered and let this team fight goes favor to themselves.
Yeah, it started with that, right? Yes. And I think that was, I mean, it was very bold, I would say, of OG. When you were down a member trying to fight 4 versus 5 into the Tyrant Pit, but they thought that, hey, we could just smite it out. But the way that they were able to navigate that, very smartly played by Nongshim, as they looked to go for the initiation.
Florentino is coming from the back.
Squeezes out of that hole.
Nice. Nobody died.
Back to the Overlord. This is probably the next
Okay, there, Flo versus Devara. And Diadia. Oh.
We mentioned about a goal difference between the top.
Okay, he doesn't want to fully commit. Haya dead. Flo can engage now. Chicha destroying. Kill the Flowbot marksman. Florentino. Right too.
Dow is like Autobots, roll out, let's look for survival as he drops the wild grove. But
what?
Haku, it's like a personal
It's over. It's over. Much over.
Chase down Dow to the end. That's a team ace.
And I mean the top lane, I feel like
what?
To close out the game, but the mean is not that for them.
All right, MVP tower. Okay, Rattel, a little bit of a
bro, Chicha, I think Chicha engaged perfect time. Like a little bit late, and this wouldn't have been the case. Chicha was about to fall off, okay, and he did that fight. It's Chicha OP. Like, what's that time? Like 11 minutes, 12 minutes into the match? That is exactly when Chicha becomes weak and the other marksman becomes strong, no? Exactly at that time, he did a perfect fight and he ended the match. This is how you want to end the match when you're playing early game heroes like Butterfly even. You are very strong in the early game, Florentino. And then suddenly you become very weak. But before you become weak, you capitalize on those last few minutes where you're strong and win the match. If you win there, you win. Otherwise, you lose.
Till the 12th minute, but then in one fight, one little mistake, Nongshim Red Force comes
Yeah.
in.
And also one more thing I feel like is there was so much pressure on Florentino, especially with Haya at the early game. So something should have been done by the team of Florentino because they are having 4 versus 3 advantage. They should have used the advantage to do something. I don't know what they were doing, but like when one hero in your team demands 2, especially a mage, Haya was literally there. So instead of, and they were also not helping Florentino. They let him do the 1v2. So you have to do something else somewhere else. That also didn't happen. Yeah, they suppressed Flo, but then it's the team's fault, no? Flo had 4 teammates who should have suppressed someone else somewhere. This is the build. This is very important for those 1v multiple engages.
It has already been like the biggest hype in the whole tournament, and they won. Nongshim Red Force did their homework and they showed us that there are answers to these meta heroes in this game.
Exactly, right. And we were talking about Devara as one of the new heroes joining Honor of Kings, where Rattel played exceptionally well with only 1 death available. And you can see this goalie, right?
Yeah.
It's up to the team to do something somewhere else. This is exactly what happens to me also. When you're Florentino, you're getting attacked. When you're, it's always 2v1, 3v1 in your lane. You're dying, you're getting 1 kill, and you're trying to survive, and nobody knows what your team is doing. Like when you are getting harassed like that, they are all chilling. Like, you harass someone else, come on, do something. That's all Florentino players' day-to-day life. No.
They found Ahem. If Ahem had
When are you going to make advanced guide on items?
But they made the conscious
Let's see, bro. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. I decided to make a video out of this Florentino Devara match, and yeah, that's the video for you guys. And guys,
everyone thought that in the moment that they just allowed the Florentino, it was going to be like, oh,
I'm going to end the stream now. We covered 3, I think. This is I'm kind of burnt out now.
Like, you can see through this game, right? Every time it's a very 50-50 layup here, and as of this point, OG actually had the lead, but they overchased into the enemy.
I can't watch one more match.
And they got punished by
I want to play. I want to go and start playing a few matches now after seeing all this. And that Ambrosia pick was also really nice. It was nice to see new picks this set of matches.
I feel like there was a lot of pressure onto Ehans on this Florentino pick, right? And I mean, it goes both ways. Number one, Nongshim definitely did their homework. The constant use of the Mirage onto Ehans instead of Dao Dao, you know, to force the objective steals, that was a big change in mindset. And it came successfully for the side of Nongshim Red.
And it just stops Ihans in his building, right? Like, because then he cannot keep farming, he cannot keep building, and then he just falls in the game.
And now, we looked at him to this specific point, right? Like, you can see every single moment, OG pushing tower, getting objective lead, but Ihans going to the backline here. Yes, you got Illusion. Take a look at Rattel and Series positioning here.
Yeah. Let's all go to... I have a link posted on the top of the screen now. Let's go to that stream, guys. I'm going to end the stream now, okay? Thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you so much for joining. See you guys tomorrow. Let's come back to see if S8UL can win tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
So you stick together with the team, but because of the draft that they have,